What up, everybody? Time for our very special weekly pre-stream chat. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good myself. I've got just coming off of vacation. Just got back from San Francisco. So it was fun. We did all the touristy stuff. We did like Alcatraz, and we did there's like a bunch of bus tours, but we took one that goes around the city and shows you everything. It took about 4 hours to do a loop of the city. You can hop on, hop off wherever you want. You know, we walked. I did the very city life living, right? Where I went to the hotel, we parked our car in like the parking garage, and we never touched it the whole vacation. Everything we did was either walking or taking like that bus that I was talking about around the city. But like we walked from our hotel to Chinatown, we walked to North Beach, we walked to City Hall. We did a lot of walking around the city, which was interesting. It's you see the real city when you're walking around, which is always interesting to just see like the lifeblood of the city and be what it's like down on the streets. And it's such a big city. I feel like I barely scratched the surface there. But by far the most interesting thing I did was hire a Waymo. Now, I don't know how many of you know what a Waymo is. I've heard of them, but I never experienced one in person. They do have them in LA. But basically, I got out my app, I installed the Waymo app, and I said, I would like to go from my hotel to Fisherman's Wharf. We were going to Alcatraz in the morning. It was, we got on we booked it around 8 a.m. Before it was really crowded in the city. And I just really wanted to try a Waymo. Waymos are like, they're essentially self-driving taxis. And when I say self-driving, I mean there is no person in these taxis. There are just autonomous cars driving around San Francisco, and you see them all over. They got like spinning devices on top, the lidar on top. They got cameras on the front, on the side, on the back. And it shows up. It knows where you are. It knows who you are. It has like your initials on the car. You unlock the car from your app. And then the doors unlock, you get in, and it just drives, like literally just drives you through the city to where you want to go. The steering wheel is there. It's an empty seat. You're not allowed to sit in the driver's seat. The driving wheel is like spinning around just like a normal thing would. The gas and brake are like not controlled by like devices or anything. It's just built into the car or whatever. So you literally go through the city. And so, very surreal experience. Ride took about 10 minutes from where we were. I was there within like 3 minutes. I will say it drove better than about half of the Uber drivers I've had. I've had some pretty terrible Uber drivers in the past, things that like drive on the wrong side of the road accidentally, or like make a wrong turn and drive into oncoming traffic, or just, don't keep their hands on the wheel or are on their phone while they're driving. And in this case, it was fine. It was perfect. There was very little traffic, right? Most of the cars I saw that early were other Waymos. I did see some weirdness though, too, right? Like there was a part where like the Waymo, we were following another Waymo, and then the Waymo got over into the left lane really quick. Like it was going to turn down the street, but that street was like a one way coming towards it. And I was like, oh, what the heck's going on? And then it like jerked back into our lane. I say jerk, but it was pretty smooth, but it literally went forward, curved in the next lane for like 1 second, and then went back into our lane like it wasn't going to make that turn. I don't think it thought it could make the turn. I mean, it should be smarter than that as an automated vehicle, but that was the only weirdness I saw. Funny thing too is that it'll like, because there's so little room, it'll like stop in the middle of the street to let people in and out sometimes. I saw one time where the Waymo stopped, let all its passengers out. There was a car behind it who I guess is new to San Francisco. I don't know. But literally the Waymo didn't take off right away, and the car behind it was honking at the Waymo with no one in it, no drivers or nothing. And this person was getting so upset at this driver of this car, like getting visibly frustrated that it wasn't leaving. And I'm like, dude, do you realize that's a driverless car? Like, you are literally getting angry at no one. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Anyway, if you're in San Francisco, you got to try Waymo just for the silliness of it all, because it is pretty silly. Kill the robot overlords, Mark says. Yeah, I mean it is, there is something to be said about giving up control to all those robots and stuff. It is creepy. I don't know that I had to try it once when I was there. I don't know if I'm a super fan yet or not, but it was interesting. It was interesting. Julie, I see Julie in chat. Merrick got your Wayland pin. Awesome. Glad for you, Merrick. Yeah, everyone talking about Waymo. You can call someone using the center console. I heard you could play your own music, but I couldn't figure out how to connect my phone to play the music, so I wasn't able to actually. Robot Wiz says rude. Robot Wiz, are you Waymo? You're Waymo watching our stream, which is kind of silly. Yes, it's the robots, not the people profiting off from that are also the problem. Yeah, well, that's the other. I mean, it's interesting because it's a very different vibe for the advertising in San Francisco, right? Almost all the billboards and ads I see are all based around tech because there's so many people that work in tech in San Francisco, and I work in tech. Like I do software engineering, nothing to the level of like that, but I used to do a lot of work in San Francisco. I worked for IBM for a period. I would be going up there a couple times a year for work. But you just see ads like targeting startups that look like, hey, how about a real AI to power your software? Check us out. Or like, VPN ad, like built buses with VPNs all over it or things like that. It's a different world there because there's so many people in tech that the advertisement targets even a small part of the population, but that has a big impact in San Francisco. So it's pretty crazy. Fact says advertising in DC is crazy because sometimes targeted at DoD contractors and stuff. Same exact thing. I think that your experience is what I'm talking about, right? You would never get those ads anywhere else. Like nobody cares about like advertising a specific VPN outside of San Francisco or an AI project that allows startups to like use a real voice. That's weird. Can Fredo's sword kill the leech? The leech cannot die, I don't believe. I believe the leech says you cannot die, right? So I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to kill someone that couldn't die. I'd have to recheck what Fredo's power is, the exact wording. Yeah, Vegas ads. I remember as a teenager, they just had like flyers of girls all over the place. Well, I'm assuming you can hear me okay, given how I'm coming through and you guys are responding to me. My book of choice during the trip was A Secret History, I think is what it's called. The Mistborn thing. It's like a tiny little book that takes place after Mistborn 1. It's kind of like a spoiler for entire Era 1. So, he can't hear you. Oh no, Alan Michael. So I got about halfway through that. We didn't have a lot of time. We were only there 2 nights and we drove up and drove back, and it was like a 9.5 hour drive each way. So basically Friday morning, 9.5 hours up, got there around 3:30, walked around the city, did a bunch of stuff. Saturday packed from like morning to night, and then Sunday drove back again. The Mistborn book, can't hear anything. So I do wish we had flown instead of driving. And then also, so I've never had this happen before, but we were coming back. We took the 101 for a scenic route, right? Versus the 5. It'd be a little longer, but we're like, yeah, let's just come down the 101. Google Maps and Apple Maps both recommended that we take the 154, I think it was. I don't know how many of you have ever known about the 154. I've done the drive a bunch down the coast. I've never done this. I said, let's try it, right? The 154 technically saves you time because the drive is shorter. However, instead of a coastal view of the 101, seeing a nice pretty sunset that goes at, you're driving 80, right? 80 down the coast. You are now doing a 45 mile per hour mountain drive through a pretty forest. Don't get me wrong, but you're doing it like at sunset when it's getting dark with like 1 lane each way doing 40 miles per hour as you and a bunch of cars try not to die. I am very doubtful that actually saved me any time. I think it was called the Chumash Highway. I'm doubtful it saved me any time. I've never done it before, but it was different and it was interesting. So if you're coming from the 101 back to LA and it says to take the 154, I don't know that I would recommend it. Yeah, there's a casino up there too, Gwen. Gwen Dances says, just stop at the casino. I didn't know there was a casino until I looked it up later. There's a casino up there. There's a really pretty lake. Neverland Ranch is up there where Michael Jackson lived. So definitely some interesting stuff out there. Kind of wouldn't mind going back just to check out the area. But as a shortcut for travel, I don't know that I would want to do that. The Mathematician, first time viewer excited. Well, guess what, Mathematician? We got Mathblade here. You guys can talk about math to your heart's content. It's going to be cool. Let me make sure you can hear everyone else before we get going. Can someone say something for stream check audio purposes?
Yellow.
That's some awesome
Something for stream.
Yeah, I think they're coming through. Mathblade, you might be interested to know we have a first-time chatter named the Mathematician. So got some math nerds in chat.
Yeah, let's go. Nice to meet you, Mathematician.
I was
enjoy the stream.
You guys have to have a math off, man.
Math off time.
Two man or only one can solve.
Oh, we got other math majors chiming in chat. There's a lot of math nerds here tonight. Awesome.
I'm shocked, Steve. I'm really shocked.
Clocktower might somehow attract the math nerds. What's that?
J-Dog is resubscribed with Prime for 6 months. Thanks for the resub, J-Dog. Very awesome. Okay, all the audio seems to be checking out. I was telling people about my Waymo experience in San Francisco, getting picked up by a car with no driver and just taking me across the city. It's very surreal up there. I recommend trying it just if you never have, because it is a tale you can tell. But anyhow, I'm gonna send us back to the Euclid is also a first time chatter that also says I'm also a math major. Wow.
With a name like Euclid, yes, I'm not surprised.
What is with the math people being lurkers and just hanging out and first time chatting right now, coming out of the woodwork?
Hey, they might have been lurkers. They could have just joined for the first time too.
We need Pythagoras.
Somebody go make them Pythagoras name.
Welcome to all
now
of the majors.
would change their name.
Go to college.
The Clocktower
I
Pythagoras.
love all of you.
Everyone's upset. I didn't you're not the first person going that says, why didn't you invite me to play Clocktower in San Francisco with you? I didn't have time for anything in San Francisco other than hanging out with my family and doing touristy stuff. So I apologize. If I go up another time, which I'm sure I will, I'll make time to find a Clocktower circle up there and play one game. I'll just, you also need you to direct me to a divorce attorney, since my wife probably won't be happy that I'm ditching her on vacation to play Clocktower. But, sacrifices we have to make sometimes. And so many people are saying how they got their Whalium pin. Tiffy sent those out from the Trans Lifeline thing where we raised a ton of money. And I think I got the cinematic right here. Let's see. Do I have this still? Do I still have it? Let me see. There. No, wait. That's the wrong graphic. Oh, I don't have it set up. What's that?
Have you ever loaded the one with the audio in it?
No. No, I need to.
Drive.
Okay, I will load that. Thanks. But we did raise a ton of money. What's that, Mark?
I thought you should ask Chad if any are going to Comic-Con this weekend. I'll be down there. If I get a quorum, I might run a game.
Comic-Con's this weekend? Ooh, anyone going down to San Diego for Comic-Con, hit up Mark. He's willing to run some Clocktower down there. I didn't even know it was coming up. I haven't been. It's probably been literally 20 years since I went to Comic-Con. It's probably a very different experience these days. Motaro's going to be there, so you guys can run something together.
Yeah, I've already got Motaro's contact info. We're going to at least have lunch together.
Perfect.
At Costco, of course. Costco.
All right, I'm going to go send us back to the cinematic start screen. Everyone hang in. We are doing Legacy number 7. If you've not yet seen a Legacy, tonight's not a pretty decent jumping on point in terms of like the craziness and stuff that's going on. So we'll get you caught up fast. And if you prefer, go back and watch Legacy 1 through 6 on YouTube. The 1 and 2 both have standalone videos released. We'll get the other ones up very soon. We're catching up on those. And we'll be back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. See you in a minute. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Monday Night Clocktower here at the Grim. I am your stream host and storyteller for the night, Evil Steve, and I'm joined by 12 Legacy Lunatics who are interested in playing Legacy Clocktower. Say hi, Legacy Lunatics.
Hello.
Lunatics.
Hello.
So-
There's no lunatic on the script.
There isn't. We do have a couple of first-time viewers tonight, especially all of you math fans out there. Just so much math chat going on in the pre-stream hangout. So I just want to let you know, tonight is a special thing we do called Legacy Clocktower. We do this once per month. It is a special, it's an event that we're doing that takes an entire year. We're doing one episode a month for every month in 2025. So this is episode 7. If you have no idea what's going on, I do recommend you stop and go back and watch game 1 of our series. It is available on YouTube as a standalone. We go into much bigger depth explaining exactly what we're trying to achieve. But that being said, tonight is a great point to jump in if you haven't yet seen anything. I think tonight is a decent entry point because a lot of the stuff that's been building on top of each other is sort of kind of come to a breaking point. So you'll be able to hit the ground running and at least understand what's going on, I think, and enjoy the game. And then you can go back and watch episode 1 and beyond if you want to get a bigger deep dive into what we're actually trying to do. But the idea, that the general high-leveled idea behind the series is as we play, the rules evolve and change for future playthroughs. They might take the place as changes to the character's abilities, granting special bonuses directly to the players, or even modifying the entire game scenario as a whole. We also, this is where you guys, both Twitch and YouTube viewers, you guys come in here. Every game, every episode, we do an MVP award where one of these players who doesn't already have an MVP power, you will vote based on tonight's game and grant them a special ability. That can be something for really good gameplay. It could be something for like silly role playing. It could be for telling stand-up jokes. Like, honestly, it's up to you. You viewers are free to decide and vote whoever you want to gain that power. And we'll take that poll at the end of the night. So, hang around to the end so you can have an input that'll affect the rest of the game. Oh, thank you. Fact, that is true. I do have this. Let me share the doc. People are asking if I have a link to the doc. I'll pin this in Twitch chat. I hate when it always tells me like, oh, there's been an error. I can't pin that. Like, yes, you can, Twitch. Come on. 1 second. Fix it so that you can, like, you can't do it through the console. Do it through the. Do we have it? If there's any other mods in chat, you can pin that for me. But I just pinned it, so we should be good. Uh-oh. We got a gift sub from Rock and Roller gifting 5 to chat. We got a William splash dance coming. Here it comes. Get ready. I'm so wet now.
No one's gonna cut that and take it out of context.
Never ever would anyone make that go out of context. So this
get that visual, so we make up our own.
Clip that Twitch.
No, don't clip it, chat, please. Everyone
Not
is...
accept everything funny. That's the whole point.
Oh gosh, is that how streaming works? I guess I should have. Oh god, I'm about to get wet again. Thanks to Alan Michael. 1 second. 5 more gift subs coming to chat.
Thank you, Alan
That's
Michael.
Oh, I'm wet again. Oh.
That time you were sad about being wet.
I did notice that the graphics seemed a little like the something broke on that. I need to fix it. The name wasn't hovered over the avatar properly, but it was kind of funny anyways. Yeah, so now that I'm done being wet, I hope for now the MVP work could be for anything, and the power that we grant usually relates to the episode itself. Real quick, I'm going to go over all the changes to normal Clocktower. So if you know everything about normal Clocktower, great. What I'm going to tell you is the delta, the things that have changed from anything you might know to what's going to be happening in game tonight. First of all, there is a new Townsfolk in play called the Overseer. The Overseer Townsfolk reads, each night star, learn something a start knowing role could learn. So you don't learn it the first night, but every other night you live, you learn something that any start knowing role could learn in all of Clocktower. So it's not just the ones on the script. Here's Investigator Shigenja. It could be anything. It could be Librarian. It could be Knight. It could be anything that uses the phrase start knowing in all of Clocktower. You will gain that information ongoing each night. This was a reward that Good earned in the previous episode. We have a new minion that's on the script tonight. This is new. And this is left over from our previous Legacy game. This is the Parasite, which is no longer a demon, but is indeed a minion. The Parasite reads, each night, pick a player. They are poisoned. If you pick a different player than the previous choice, they die, then become healthy. So this Parasite is essentially, it's kind of like Puka picking and killing, poisoning and killing people as its leech host, runs amok through the town. So normally in Leviathan games, which you'll notice the script is a Leviathan script, you're pretty much safe because there's no way the demon can kill you at night. In this case, if the Parasite's in play, well, you got to be a little careful because they can kill you or just silently leave you poisoned. It's up to you as the Parasite. We do have an overarching ability for the demon, and that ability is once per game, the demon may register as good, Townsfolk, Outsider, or Minion. So basically the demon gets once per game misregistration. Tonight we're going to have a special rule in place. That rule is Election Day. Who doesn't love elections? And they never cause any problems, right? During night 4 of this game, all players will be asked to secretly vote for any living player. The player who is chosen chooses who is executed on day 5. So if there's a president in place on day 5 in a Leviathan game, there's no nomination and voting. That president just chooses who is executed. And on a Leviathan script, that would be the end of the game. Yes, Mathlade.
What happens in a case of a tie or a non-majority?
So if there is a tie, then I've written in the bylaws of the rules that Twitch chat and YouTube chat gets to vote themselves to break the tie amongst the tied players. Even if it's not a majority, we're going to go with the most number of votes, even if it doesn't cross the 50% threshold. Johnny?
So on day 5, there's no nomination phase at all, regardless of the fact that the president chooses who is executed. There can't be a nomination phase at all.
Correct. Whoever the president chooses will just immediately be executed.
What if the president is dead?
Okay.
Well, the vote requires you to vote for a living player. But there is a case where the president might wake up dead. Yeah. And in that case, we'll have a normal day 5.
Secret Service chooses.
Yep.
Yeah, I just didn't know VP.
There's no VP either on this one. That'll come next week. We're just going to build a functioning government 1 week at a time in this series. That's our end goal. Not what I thought we were going to be doing at the start of this series, but that's where we are today somehow.
Yeah, I can't wait for week 35. Who's the Attorney General?
Slowly build ourselves with Senate and Congress and all that.
Yeah, it's gonna get very like combining politics and Clocktower. Who would have ever thought that that's where the fun was? All the math nerds are gonna leave.
Great idea. Definitely not gonna cause us any troubles.
So game 7 scenario. So where the stories are, right? Unfortunately, the stability of Ravenswood Bluff laws have finally been threatened. A vicious plague of unknown origin seems to be ripping through town, as townsfolk have been found dead, with no real signs of sickness other than the coughed up puddle of blood they are found lying in. Most of the active government has been decimated, leaving the enforcement of the laws in shambles. An emergency election has been called, one that will have huge ramifications for the town going forward. A newly elected position of president has been created, one which will have the power to enforce the laws properly once more. This person will have more power than any other person in Ravenwood Bluff's history, and it has to happen fast. The polls close in 4 days. One of you will be crowned the president, and it will be up to you to choose how to save Ravenswood Bluff once and for all, because whoever is elected will choose, without any checks or balances, Who is publicly executed during day 5 to end our episode? So again, we will be doing the secret ballot on night 4. And like I said, Twitch and YouTube chat will be the tiebreaker if you so choose to put it in their hands. God help us all.
I'm just saying, Steve, we just have to win before night 4, and then we're okay. No president will be fine.
That is entirely possible. Yeah, it is entirely possible and true.
I think we just execute every single day nonstop.
That's a great way to lose.
The game will be over on day 2.
Yeah,
Quick
that's a
legacy
great way to let the Leviathan overtake us all, though.
Or we win.
There's always that option.
Which way
Juan
you
is
On that one.
Juan is manifesting being the Leviathan.
We do have, in addition to all the modifications to the rule set, previous MVP powers for players that are here in game tonight. We have 3 active powers tonight based on my count. If I'm missing your power as I call you out, let me know. But we do have Fredo's sword. Fredo, how you doing down there? Fredo, once per game, publicly chooses a player, they die.
Which is not an execution, which does not tick up the Leviathan.
That is correct.
That's right, baby.
Yes, Eric?
Sorry if you already said this, but if Juan is resurrected, does it reset the count for Leviathan?
No. So Juan isn't really an execution, a resurrection, right? He never actually dies. He just kind of reverts. He doesn't.
It doesn't
but
count as
Leviathan says if a player is executed, and if you execute one, it still does count as an execution on a good or evil player, depending on what one is.
Okay.
But if it was Parasite poisoned and then they moved it, he wouldn't die, but it would count his abilities as in he got used once.
Correct. Same with like Fredo's sword. If it kills one would die and then not die and revert back to time loop.
Got it. Thank you.
Perfect.
We'll get that later.
Yeah, I haven't actually announced Juan's power yet, so chat's very confused right now. But that being said, let's move down to Nina. Nina's ability is Nina's legal loophole. Once per game, you may force the current nomination to fail. You may do this even while dead. So congratulations, Nina. This one was earned after our all Devil's Advocate episode. We haven't seen it in action yet, so we'll see how it goes.
Yes, excited.
It is the first MVP power that persists even in death.
Does this overrule the president's choice, or is it not considered a nomination?
President's choice is not considered a nomination, so there's no way to overrule that, unfortunately.
No, that's good. Otherwise, that would be kind of bad.
Could be bad, yeah. Last but not least, if you watched the last episode, you'll know it was the craziest, least Clocktower game of Clocktower probably ever played, and that was the time loop episode. Spoilers for those of you who haven't seen it yet. Oops. But Juan's ability is Juan's time loop. So Juan's ability is the first time you would die, you don't revert to your game state at the beginning of the previous day. So you basically, if you were ever to die, you would basically activate your time loop and you would go back in time one day previous and be alive. So if it happens on execution, you just don't die. If it happens on a night kill, you're just not announced as dead. It just essentially eats up the first time you would die. Oh my God, chat. Chat says it's a once per game ability. God dang it. Get out of here. Get out of here. No, that was pretty good, actually. That was actually pretty good.
No wonder they thought of it.
Oh, the puns write themselves. Those are the only 3 active abilities. We do have 6 in total, but only 3 of the players have them tonight. So one of the other 9 will be going away with a new power at the end of tonight's episode. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. Any questions about any of that from players? And then I'll go to chat if chat has any questions as well. But I can answer chat questions at night. Alan Michael with another gifted sub. That's Alan Michael's 90th gifted sub on this channel in the past like 2. That's a lot, Alan Michael. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Any questions from players? We'll just note it is a solo Leviathan script, as they usually are. So let's hope we make it to election day and choose wisely. I'm going to go build a bag with chat. I'll be back in a minute. All right, chat. We're definitely putting a Leviathan in play. Here's the real question, right? Parasite is very loud. I am very interested, especially because the story says there's a parasite. I think everyone kind of expects there to be a parasite, right? So in a way, it makes sense to sort of like go with the parasite ability. I'm also interested in possibly doing a Wraith. It is the newest minion, and I was really thinking about how interesting a Wraith is on a script like Leviathan. The Wraith and the Parasite can kind of team up to help make those choices. And then in addition to that, the Wraith kind of like learns what's going on. Here's the most interesting interaction I can think of with the Wraith. Damsel. Damsels usually lie about what they are. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. A damsel who lies about getting information at night and the Wraith knows they're lying about that becomes a very big target to be killed or to be damsel guessed, right? So a damsel has to be very smart with how and what they bluff. Kai says, I was just going to suggest a Wraith. I feel like Wraith is really cool. The problem with this is I feel like this is the most obvious combo that they expect. The Wraith doesn't do much with the Leviathan, but it does pair well with the Parasite. So the other thing the Wraith can do is theoretically bluff something like Undertaker and learn like what information's going on. I think this is a very fun combo. We also have the ability for a Plague Doctor. I added it mostly as a flavor thing, but I think if a Plague Doctor comes into play, we can Serenovus lock someone, and that's a lot of fun. It is very dangerous, Stupid Shellfish. The other thing is you don't necessarily have to put them both in play, but if you are a damsel, it's very scary, right? I don't necessarily have to put a damsel in play. I just wanted to highlight the Wraith damsel interaction that I was thinking about when I put them on the script together. Bluffing Virgin is a great bluff. Rock and Rolla says, Ogre, please. It's all I will gladly honor that one. Ogre it is. Thank you, Rock and Rolla. We're locked in Ogre. Ogre kind of makes more fun with the Wraith. That way when the Ogre turns evil, the Wraith gets to instantly learn that they're evil and like welcome to the evil team. You know what I mean? That does leave one. I'm almost scared to do Damsel because I kind of want the game to go longer. And I feel like if I do Damsel Wraith, the chance that the damsel guesses or that the damsel gets guessed is like so much higher. Mutant damsel's also interesting because then the mutant and the damsel can kind of like cover for each other and it makes it a 50-50 at best. But with Ogre in play, maybe we just want a Plague Doctor for like a Serenovus ability or something. Oh God, Juana's the damsel. That would be bad. Oof. There is no jinx for damsel and Wraith, actually. Reynaro requesting a Slayer. You really don't want it to get to the last day, do you? Or maybe you want the Slayer to shoot. Imagine the demon gets hired or gets elected as president and steps out and takes his victory lap around town and gets up to do basically like a haha I'm evil victory lap, and the Slayer says not today and shoots the newly elected president, killing them and saving the day. Ooh, the story writes itself. So let's do a Slayer. Let's challenge ourselves with a Savant. I think an Overseer's great. We'll do Village Idiot. We'll do 2 Village Idiots. We'll leave the Fortune Teller as a bluff, and we'll leave the Undertaker as a bluff. God, I really want to put a Virgin in. Is that crazy? I think the biggest thing, Cyblade, is like the Wraith knows when someone's waking up or not. So like they'll know that they'll know when the damsel's in play. They'll know who's lying about being what they are. And so it's almost like they know the damsel outright. You know what I mean? Like they'll say, oh, this person's clearly the damsel. It's kind of it's not as bad as like showing the Grim and seeing the damsel, but it's very close to that. I don't think it needs to jinx outright. I think it is the kind of thing that you have to be careful about with script writing. Yeah, I think that's it, right? You need more roles that don't wake. Things like on the Leviathan script, it's like harder because things like Sage, Ravenkeeper, Soldier don't really work. But like Wraith Damsel paired with more not waking roles is a good balancing lever you can pull for sure. Sir Wei, thanks for the follow. What do we think of this bag, chat? Is there anything we would change? Maybe we don't put an Overseer in play. Maybe we put a Shigenja for some actual start knowing roles. We can give the Overseer as a bluff. Overseer bluff. So Balloonist lets us add more. I think this is good. I do like this though. All right, I'm going to pass these out. We're going to see where they land. The Vault Overseers. Yeah, it does make me think of that too, Merrick. All right, let's see where this lands. Is Leviathan going to land on Juan? Does not. JR as the Parasite. Rocco as the Leviathan. Mark as the Wraith. That's our evil team. Ash as the Virgin. Uh-oh. Look out for the Fengu check. Let's see. What other star? Oh, I need a drunk between Mathblade and Denny Boy. Chat. You know what? I'm going to... Oh, my God. I think just based on positioning, I'm going to make Mathblade the drunk. Neighboring two evils. You know what I mean? The Juan Rocco showdown. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, indeed. Our bluffs are going to be Overseer, Undertaker, and Fortune Teller. Fredo is both the Slayer and sword wielding. That means Fredo has like double killing potential. Yeah, math. YouTube's all down on putting Math as a drunk. I think just based on positioning, we definitely want to. Juan, here's the interesting thing. Juan has a once per game ability. Juan could ask an artist question, get executed, revert time, and get a second artist question. That's pretty wild. All right. I'm gonna go put him to sleep. This should be everything. All right, players, you should now have your roles. So I'll go ahead and put you guys to sleep and we'll start the game.
Good luck, have fun.
Good night.
Oh, Denny.
Good timing, Denny.
Yeah.
I look forward to that every week.
The delays, when Denny says it in a delay, makes it really hard for me to edit it before the night cut.
Oh,
You need to wait like 2 seconds.
I actually don't want you to delay it. As soon as he says it, I want you to say it. Then I can cut into the night.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
It'll be the last thing we hear before we go to bed.
Okay. I'll be on the ball.
It's fine, Denny.
Good night.
That's gonna be.
or you record the audio isolated just so you can.
Mark, have you been the Wraith before?
I have not. I was thinking I was hoping to be good and have a chill game, but this is a fun thing too. So
yeah,
I'll try it out.
So mechanics wise, right? There's two levels of looking on the online app. There's peeking and then there's eyes open. Peeking will mean there's no chance that you get caught, but you'll only see who I go to and you won't see the information being conveyed. And then if you open your eyes fully, you will see the card. I believe you see all the info that goes back and forth. But there's a chance somebody will spot you and you'll be outed.
I'm going to use it open. I mean, even if I get caught day one, I mean, that's the whole point of the character. So yeah, I'm going to risk it.
Now the one quirk is that the text goes to like the text box. It doesn't come in the normal card form. So just make sure you keep an eye on that section so you can see what's being communicated and what's not.
Okay.
Since I will be using cards as well as talking to people just so you can see all the information being relayed. If at any point you ever feel like you want to join a chat that I'm in, feel free to either like request a chat or anything. That's like being crazy open outed. You know what I mean?
I think if I get caught, I'll probably just do that till they kill me, but we'll see. Now, the Leviathan doesn't wake or not?
The Leviathan will wake on the first night, but the Leviathan doesn't wake normally at night.
Okay.
So in that case, there would be less communication with there, but I will let you know real quick. I'm going to send the cards right now for you and your other evil team. So these are the minions. This is your demon. There. So your minion is JR and your demon is Rocco. Okay. Speaking of, I'm going to get your other fellow minion in here to join us real quick.
Okay.
Hello, JR.
Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect.
So yeah, these are the two minions. You guys are free to communicate as you'd like, but JR, you do need to pick a player.
Mark, I'm the Parasite.
Do you have any idea? I already meted that it would be Parasite and Wraith because it was fun.
Yeah, so we'll have to coordinate tomorrow, but I mean, like, I think I just pick someone who like is just really random tonight, and then we'll figure out if that information's like poisoned tomorrow.
Killing Fredo's not bad just because he does have that sword, but
I mean, I can do that.
There's the power. You got the 3 power folks. I mean, getting them out isn't a bad thing. But you know,
I mean, also since I'm doing this slightly out of order, I'm looking at the official night order. I will let you know at this point, Mark. Did you see the information I communicated to Rocco as well in your chat?
No, let me look, and I have to get used to this.
I just want to make sure that you can see where it is.
I just see Rocco sent a night signal to Storyteller. Evil sent a night signal to Rocco, but I'm not sure. I see the night info.
It sounds like maybe you're peeking and not full eyes open.
No, my eyes are open.
Oh, okay. Then maybe that's all you learn? Interesting. Well, why don't you do this? JR, I'm going to go wake Rocco and Mark at the same time, and then we'll come back and get your pick.
Okay, sounds good.
Just to do things by the book.
Hello. I hit the wrong button. I apologize.
Oh, no worries, but I need to get your minion in here really quick with me. There we go. Hey, Rocco. Hey,
Rocco, what's up?
So
you are okay.
Yep. So Rocco, you are the demon. Your minions are Mark and JR, and your bluffs are Overseer, Undertaker, and Fortune Teller.
What are you gonna take?
I'll probably take Fortune Teller. Probably bluff something else for a while though.
Okay, I can probably take Undertaker.
Okay, I mean Undertaker on a Leviathan script, you're not going to do much, so we'll see.
Yeah, but
all right, better.
All right, good luck.
Yeah. And then, okay, and I'm going to close. Now I pick close because no, I still leave them. I leave the chat, but I leave them as open, and I can see cards and stuff.
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
Can you send a card to JR? Also, so I can see. I still haven't figured out where the heck I'm supposed to find that. I'm looking in the text box.
So I just sent JR a make a choice card.
Did you see that?
Okay, I see Steve sent a night signal to JR.
Okay.
Oh, wait, if I can look on his thing. Yeah, I see make a choice if I click on JR as if it's Storyteller.
Got it. Okay, so you can see it like that.
Perfect. Yeah, we like just the power people probably. Not Nina, because it won't do anything, right? So I feel like Fredo's a little scary because it's next to Rocco, and I don't want that to get like meta'd. And if they get rid of me, that's like fine. So if we want to do power people, I think Juan, unless you think people are really going to tunnel on him for demon candidates.
I think people are going to tunnel on him. Just pick whoever. I mean,
if not, we could just go random and just like
random works.
Okay.
Random works or the meta random.
Great. I'll go with neutral Steve.
Okay. Neutral Steve it is. Thank you, Jared.
Should I send that on the card still too? Or?
It's fine because Mark's here, so you don't have to send in the cards.
Well, actually, I want you to send in the card so I can see where I learned.
That's fair. Card. We're gonna test it.
Okay, I just sent it.
Right, and I see. So if I click on his like a Storyteller on his eye, I see player neutral Steve.
Okay. glad that we know how it works. All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, I will leave the chat.
Bye.
Thanks.
A bit of a sad hit there, right? Hitting the ogre. The ogre that you redeemed. We'll see if it would have actually... In this case, if they poisoned the ogre and the ogre would have turned evil, that's really sad. Yeah, so we're going to wake Nina and we're going to say clockwise. Hey there, Nina.
Hello. I forgot the Wraith was on the script.
There is a Wraith on the script, so I will be sending cards, but I'll also be coming to chat with you at the same time.
Awesome. I saw you said clockwise.
Correct. Yeah, so clockwise it is, pointing up in Denny Boy's direction.
Inconceivable. Okay.
How are you feeling about your bonus power, though?
I am excited about this bonus power. I think it's really going to be helpful in this game specifically with the Leviathan.
Leviathan makes it extra spicy. Yeah, it's like if you really trust someone or you want to like force it to fail, you can. It will look potentially suspicious on you, but it could be the game-winning move, right?
Yep. Like right now, if somebody were to try to kill Eric, I'd be like, nope, peace.
Exactly. Bye. All right. Good luck, Nina. You guys are right? Just to be clear, on your first night, choose a player. You become their alignment, even if drunk or poison. Entirely true. It's not affected by poisoning, so Neutral Steve pick will still go through. All right. Thank you, Clocktower gods, for designing your game properly. Let's get Mathblade in. We'll get. We're gonna wake Mathblade, and we're gonna wake Denny Boy, and we're gonna say make a choice.
Hello.
Hey there, Mathblade. There is a Wraith on a script, so I will be using cards just in case there is a Wraith in play. So still send your picks through the cards, but I'm also just bringing you into the chat for stream's benefit.
Got it.
So what are you thinking? Who are you picking?
I'm going to pick Denny Boy just simply because I haven't had a chance to play with Denny Boy that much. So let's see if I can get some awesome pings on Denny Boy.
All right, you pick Denny Boy and you learn. Good.
So
awesome ping it is.
Good awesome pings. Let's go. Thank you.
Yeah, good awesome pings. Enjoy. It's always weird when one village idiot picks the other, because if you're drunk, right? If you're drunk, I kind of want to put doubt on the other one, but in this case, my gut says I don't want to like use the out who's the drunk yet. Hey there, Denny Boy. So I sent it with the cards, but just in case it was a Wraith in play. But I do want to come chat with you. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. I used my trusty random number generator.
Never fails you, right?
Never has failed me before. Nope, not once. Definitely not.
Well, in this case, you do learn that Neutral Steve is good. That's where your random number generator fell. So not failed, fell. Although that was a bit interesting that I used that phrase after we just talked about it never failing. Slip of the tongue, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm feeling silly tonight, Denny Boy, as you might be able to tell from this interaction.
It's quite all right. I've got my lollipop, and I'll be feeling all silly too. So it's.
Yep. I mean, Village Idiot on a Leviathan script. I mean, I feel like you're kind of the main character tonight. So let's make it count.
Pretty good. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Thanks,
all right. Steve. Enjoy. And then the weirdest pick. Our ogre. Juan.
Hello.
Hey there, Neutral Steve.
Hey.
So I did send the cards. You know, there is an ogre. So you're an ogre, but there is a Wraith on the script. So just in case there's a Wraith in play, I have to do it. But I think I get the choice, but can you tell me why Juan?
Well, break metas. People are going to think I'm going to choose somebody like a Nina or even Rocco or something like that. But I figured I'd choose Juan for the purposes of his ability, and because the last time he and I played, we had some good chemistry. So,
okay, well, that is, I mean, Juan, fan favorite. We put out that video last week with everyone and like how crazy Juan is. So just hit your trailer to Juan and go along for the ride. Like, what could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
So yeah, all right, perfect. Enjoy.
Yeah.
No evil turn it is. Mark should know by now all those roles. Oh, look, Mark is actually able to send. I forgot about that. The he can send messages at night to his team. Sweet. All right. Any other questions, chat, before we wake everyone up? Should be fun. It is day 1 of a Leviathan game. Let's see how the vibes go. And remember, we have an election to run. Keep an eye on everyone's possible election campaigns.
500.
Good morning to all of our players. The streets are much emptier than usual as townsfolk isolate themselves in their houses. A strong wind rips through the town, making it hard to sleep without the safety of warmth. Families gather around the fire, worried that the unseen killer is out to get them. But hope still lingers. Like the last embers in a fireplace, it just needs the right kindling, the right words, the right person to lead the charge. That is why we are electing a brand new president of Ravenswood Bluff. Don't forget, polls close in about 4 days. We'll run the vote. Choose wisely, players. Real quick, for everyone's benefit, for the good players, your side quest is elect a good player as president.
Oh, God.
Evil players, your side quest, elect an evil player as president. 5 minutes on the first day. Enjoy.
For those who were keeping track of it, all the first things spell out these letters: TAAFBLTDC. I don't think.
Steve, you've given Juan trust issues.
Wait, Juan, I think I can unscramble it.
Please do.
Steve, you did this to Juan. One of the most sweet and kind Clocktower players.
I did break Juan.
And we have ruined him. We have ruined
No,
him.
we didn't. Steve did.
Sorry, Juan.
Like, oh, nice. Then that means you're good.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah. I'm Ogre. Chose you as my friend. I'm probably gonna do a bunch of House of Here guesses, and unless somebody pushes on me or something else like that.
Okay, remember, if there's a wraith, they would know that you woke up.
Yes.
And the ogre goes very last, I think, in the day.
Yeah, ogre on the night order's last. So
yeah, so just keep in mind for whatever it may mean.
If they peaked, if they did a peak, right?
If they saw, then they just know you're the ogre, and there's
there's a chance if they're looking that we might find out, and I think we see that in session or something like that. I think there's some information.
Oh, I forgot Savant info.
Hello.
Hey there, Eric.
I am here for my marionette artist information.
Marionette artist / savant information.
No, savant, I know.
Yeah. You get lots of reasons.
But artist is going to be the one on my blast. But go ahead.
Okay, so either you are currently neighboring an evil player, or the virgin is the same thing. What I say to you, I said you're bordering. Is that the word I use? Neighboring. Sorry. Either you are neighboring an evil player, or the virgin is neighboring an evil player.
Cool. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see. The virgin doesn't, like, nobody wants to proc a virgin, right? So proving a virgin is bad.
Okay.
and I would appreciate it.
Hello, Evil Steve.
Hey, Mathblade. What are you bluffing?
I'm just gonna come here and pretend I'm getting Savant information. I'm really just doing damsel cover for a so that way not everybody's hard claiming right away.
Fair.
But either way, for chat, since we have a lot of mathematicians in chat, either Euclid and his writings help form the foundation of geometry, or the Pythagorean theorem is not in the elements. Enjoy that, chat.
Oh, that's a
Have
riddle.
fun.
Mathematicians, solve that one for me.
Bye.
Bye, Mathblade. Mr. Rozelle says, this is random, but every time someone is a virgin, I hear Michael Faustino saying Weirgin in the Monster Squad. I don't know that reference. Sorry. I also forgot to do what do you call it? A prediction. So we're going to do a prediction. Start prediction. Which team is elected president? Good, evil, neither, as in there's no actual, not like it will do neither if you think an election doesn't happen, like the game ends before then. Get your guesses in now.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, well, yeah, I'll coordinate with.
Hey, Juan.
I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm trying to convince Fredo. First, Storyteller's question. Oh, first of all, hi chat.
Hi, Juan.
Storyteller's
Chat,
question. Fredo's special ability is not execute but kill. Correct.
Correct. Just kill.
So, if I use my artist ability right now, and then during the day, today, Fredo swords me. I die, which means
Correct.
I don't die, and then I revert back to still having an artist ability, correct?
Correct. Tomorrow you would you would revert back to the same state as of having an ability. Yes.
Perfect. Then can I use my artist question?
Absolutely. What would you like to ask?
There's 12 of us. So is the demon one of on the right side of the grim? So that will be from me to one. No, I mean, I'm not. So from JR to Steve clockwise.
So from JR, so basically JR, Mathblade, Rocco, Fredo, Johnny Ace, and Neutral Steve.
Correct.
And you're asking, is the demon there?
Correct.
And you're going to learn, yes.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Enjoy. Ooh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
Your time is my time is now.
Welcome back to town, everyone. In this case, there is an Alsa here on the script. So if you would like to make an Alsa here guess and end this before the need for anything like pesky elections, please feel free to raise your hand and I'll call on you. We'll start with JR.
I would like to Alsa here guess that one is the demon, Fredo is a minion, and Rocco is a minion.
Heard. Mathblade.
I would like to also here guess that Johnny Ace and Neutral Steve are minions and Ash is the demon.
Heard. Rocco.
Let's do Nina's demon with Juan and Johnny Ace's minions, please.
Heard. Johnny Ace.
I would like to also here guess Juan as the demon because of course it's Juan, and then Denny and Marco since they're across from each other as minions.
Get metaed, Juan.
Heard.
You feel like it's like to be me now.
Neutral Steve.
Yes. I would like to say that I'll say your guess that Ninja Nina and Mathblade are the minions, and well, of course, it has to be Juan as the demon.
Of course, it has to be Juan. Heard. Eric.
Sorry, I had to shut up the dogs. All right. I am going to also here guess that Mark and Juan are the minions and that Fredo is the demon.
Heard. All right. We'll go ahead and move on to the nomination phase and the campaigning phase, because you might want to nominate someone. You might just want to put your name on there and let people know why you should be elected president. So we'll just, leave the floor and leave it for whatever you'd like to do. JR, floor is yours.
Hello. In the absence of Jeffy and also Quinn, I would like to nominate Fredo, please.
JR nominates Fredo. Please tell us why.
My understanding is that day one started at 48 after the hour, so a big congratulations to Fredo. Thank you.
Fredo?
It was a team effort. It wasn't just me putting it out there at 100%. It was really, chat was there. Evil Steve, big ups to you.
Thank you.
Really thank you for bringing it in at 48. Let's let's do it again next time. Yeah.
I agree with Fredo. Let's just elect him for president now. Like, why waste our time? We know what we're going to do.
6 votes needed to do just that.
It's not 6 votes to
And
elect
are you
him,
trying to get
it's
us to
supposed
raise our
murder
hand?
him.
Majority is majority.
No.
Have an
Basically the
awesome
same,
ping,
right?
Fredo.
One is not enough.
Cheers, thank you.
Johnny Ace.
So, hello, Ravenswood Bluffians. I am a person of the people. And so my pledge to you is to let the people decide. I will give the power to the people as your president. I do not want the power, and I will not continue campaigning after today. That is all. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for those very compelling words. JR?
Yes, I have a follow-up question, please.
Go right ahead.
If you don't want the power, why did you campaign for it?
Because people who do want power should not have it, as evidence
Okay,
by
fair.
a lot of current things going on in the entire world.
So, as someone who just campaigned for the power, you shouldn't have, is what you're saying.
No. I am saying I will be giving this power to town. Specifically.
A lot of people have said that before. And look where we are.
They don't.
We've been burned by
they
that
don't
before.
have the mechanism to do so. I have the mechanism to do so.
You're
All
just
right,
one
move
of
on.
them,
Oh, so
Johnny.
you're an authoritarian, is what you're telling me.
Oh boy.
No.
What?
No,
Oh, look.
I'm a fucking leftist.
Bob Rule.
Okay.
Mathblade?
I'd like to nominate Juan, please.
Mathblade nominates Juan. Tell us why.
This is for Savant info in case the Savant needs to know based off of nominations, etc. There's no information pointing this way.
Juan?
Slander, lies, rumors, falsehoods, blasphemy. All of these words resonate with all of you because you're hearing Alzahir guesses putting me as the demon. I am not the demon. Why are you raising your hand anymore? I am not the demon. I was not the Eric. Oh my god. Okay, hear me out. I am good. If you execute me, this counts as your even if I die and not die, it counts as an execution. If you believe I'm the demon, you will have to execute me twice. And if I am good, executing me twice is a horrible thing because we would automatically lose. So I propose don't execute me. Let Fredo has a sword. Fredo can totally kill me. That kills me without executing me. If I still look sus by whatever number it is, execute me. I am as good as it gets to the point that I'm saying, please kill me with a non-execution so that we don't waste an execution on a good person. And I'm willing, I'm gonna raise my hands and Fredo, you can just throw your sword and I'm gonna not move, not dodge.
Can I vote twice on this?
6 is the number.
I'm just saying, with a virgin on a Leviathan script, we're getting kind of bold on
Use my
saying,
power
"Oh,
to have this
I say I would use my power to
really-
not let
yeah,
a
we're
kill
not-
go through today.
Yeah, it's still an execution, though, right?
4 is
It
not
doesn't
enough.
go through. It forces it to fail. So no, it would not.
Yeah.
So is
Okay.
it? I don't think it's an execution then.
It is an
But it's
execution.
still an
But
execution."
I'm not sure. We'd have to ask Evil Steez.
Yeah,
Steve already
I-
clarified
what-
it is an
what-
execution.
That means. Does it
Steve,
mean
how
the
does Tina's
execution
power
happens and
work?
the person doesn't die? or does it mean they don't get executed? Because having an execution fail is a not a super specific
Johnny,
term.
Steve already addressed this. Steve said that it would
he
count
did?
as an execution. Yes,
I did at
Juan
the
would
top of the
survive.
show. Yeah.
My bad.
If Juan is executed, he would be executed. He would die. He would undo the death to his ability, but it is still an execution.
We're talking about my ability.
Oh, Nina's ability.
It wasn't about Juan's ability.
Nina's
It was about
ability.
Nina's
Does
ability.
Nina erase that?
I misunderstood. I'm
Nina's
sorry.
ability makes an execution fail. Does that mean the execution never happens, or the execution happens and the person doesn't?
No, in this case, it would be like you would say like 6 is enough to put 1 on the block. Nina can say no, I override that, and then 1 would never be on the block in the first place.
And just to make sure, Fredo's sword does not count as an execution. Am I right on that?
That is correct.
Okay. I have so much sus. I am more than happy to get it sorted. I am not the demon. I just don't want to be executed twice because I know my ability will force you to execute me twice if you believe I'm the demon.
I
And
don't know
good.
that it's
That will
us right
lose
now, Juan. I think it's more of a mostly a bit, but
Yeah, no, that was a bit.
I actually have a potential better pick for Fredo if it's someone told me was true.
Ooh, what you got, Mark?
But I'm gonna wait. But I'm not gonna. I'll talk to the person. But the person who talked to me and said things about not mean. Well, I'll just say I've heard of a virgin on the script. A virgin kill might be good, so it doesn't count as an auto execution. The person could be lying, but I'm not gonna out it right now. But I've heard of a virgin, which would lower the number of executions we get.
There is a virgin.
I do think someone else made a good point that if we do have a virgin and someone is on the block, that would be the opportune time to nominate them because they're going to die anyway. And then
Or
that
have
gives
Fredo
us lots of information.
Kill the virgin, so we have 2 executions and not just one.
Well, don't nominate the virgin. I don't do that.
Like, honestly, if I get put on the block, hypothetically, I'm a Townsfolk. I could then just nominate the virgin since we'd be having an execution on my body anyway. Like, it provides more information and lets town know that was a wrong execution. Like, I don't like the idea of using a sword on a virgin. That seems suspicious to me.
Well,
Agreed.
except there's a boffin.
But the boffin wouldn't change the information learned.
No, but it might. Boffin virgin.
So it might just be a boffin virgin.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't confirm the virgin. It confirms the executee.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no
Right,
spy.
because there's no spy. Although, can't the... Well, no. That would make sense. Forget.
Final call for nominations and/or campaigning.
I just think it's wonderful that Denny and Rocco are likely going to live past day 1 because it's a Leviathan script. I'm just saying, it feels wonderful.
This is so exciting. Is this what it's like to be alive, to have color?
Because my rule is always you execute Rocco day 1 or you ride him to the end. So, at this point,
Please,
it's like
context,
Denny and
please.
Rocco.
Please, context, please.
Chat, can you clip that as well? I think tonight's going to be a clippable night. Get those clip fingers ready.
Giddy up,
Chat.
Rocco.
Bringing this day to a close on that note in 3.
I would like to sue Steve, please.
All right, Steve, I guess I'll kill one.
I'll be your lawyer.
No, Fredo.
Fredo, you're going to use your sword on Juan, you said?
Yeah, I'll use my sword on
All right.
Juan.
Fredo grabs his glowing sword, crosses the circle, runs it through Juan, who is somehow still alive.
I am not the Leviathan. I am willing to lose my first life and lose my power to prove you all that I'm not the Leviathan. Also, hopefully, to get your vote as president.
No, not
3,
that.
2, 1. Nobody's executed. Nobody dies. Good night, everyone.
Standard Leviathan game.
Very standard Leviathan game.
Hell yeah.
So 2 things, chat. First of all, I didn't get a chance to say this earlier. This uses up 2. So Juan's putting a lot of eggs on one back. He's using his ability and Fredo's ability to hopefully narrow the grim down to a quarter. But somebody was referencing it. Who was it that brought it up? It was Sarah Sweeney said there was one from a prior legacy allowing the demon to misregister. So yes, if Juan goes through with this and narrows it down to Rocco in like a quarter of the grim, I'll just use the misregistration and say no. And that'll really be a powerful use of that ability. I could have used it on the first one, but I thought I'll leave my options open because we don't know. We could already have used it. You know what I mean? We got to remember we have that in our back pocket, though.
Although, well, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Hey there, JR. I'm getting your other friend in here. So yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey. I was just messaging Juan. I was like, Juan, what are you? He's the plague doctor.
Interesting. Okay, so Mathblade and Danny are VIs. Steve's the ogre. Ninja's the Nina's
Interesting.
the Shugenja.
The way you can hide from
Ash is the virgin.
Yeah.
So that's what I figured out.
I think we do need to. I would say we should move it off of Steve, because if Steve is the ogre, then like it's not doing anything for us, and I don't think people are gonna look at him, so that's fine. The question is, if Juan is the plague doctor, do we want to go for him now, or is that what?
Do we want to give the storyteller and chat an ability? I think for chat's sake. Well, let's see what's left. Serenovus. I mean, probably
the issue is he's only told me, and so basically that will out me completely. And
Yeah,
so
okay.
I'm thinking I could claim overseer and roll swap with him, and then just feed him bad info for a while and see if that does anything.
I'm going to claim seamstress. I don't think there's a seamstress because Steve didn't wake anyone up, so I'm going to claim that. Undertaker's available if you want to claim that. Actually, killing one of the VIs is not a bad thing.
Okay, I can go for Denny because I've been messaging with Mathblade. Would that make sense?
Actually, I'd rather do math because Denny and Nina's got Shugenja ping towards me. So if Denny's evil, it's better to leave him alive. Otherwise, it points at me.
Okay. Is there any chance that we have a Slayer between like Fredo, Eric, Johnny Ace that we need to worry about poisoning?
Yes, I don't know. Eric, Johnny Ace, Fredo, and Juan didn't wake up, so we could have an artist, a Slayer. Yeah,
I think Juan is legit the plague doctor. So I can do Mathblade, and then I don't think people are going to be using Slayer shots, at least tomorrow, fingers crossed, so we can hold off on that. Okay.
Right. And I claim seamstress. I'm gonna hold it till the very end and use it if I'm alive, if I don't get caught. But
sounds good.
Final choice, guys.
I'll go with Mathblade, please.
Mathblade it is. All right. Thank you.
And Mark, I'm going to make up clock info for today.
Okay, sounds good.
Good luck, guys.
Okay.
So they didn't put it on Juan, which is interesting because if he's poisoned, it almost makes me more worried to lie to him because he's so smart. He would figure it out. But we're in the clear at least. So we're gonna do Wake Mathbloid, make a choice. Wake Denny Boy, make a choice. Okay, is this where I lie to Mathblade? Yes. I think we lie. It does in fact kill neutral Steve. Hey, Mathblade.
Hello.
Yeah, indeed. Juan's an evil.
Oh, so Juan has evil awesome pings.
Evil awesome pings. Evil pings, indeed.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Evil Steve.
Good luck. Hey there, Denny boy.
Hey, Steve.
So if you've chosen Fredo across the Grim, you want to trust that sword-wielding maniac?
Not really, but it's, what choice did I have?
Fair.
I had a choice.
You had a choice. Did you use a random number generator, or was this just your gut?
No, I trust me, the random number generator knows much better than my gut.
Love it. But yeah, you're going to learn a good on Fredo.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Enjoy. I never announced technically that it was a Leviathan game. I kind of broke the rules. Yeah, it's interesting. How does the Plague Doctor interact with the Parasite, right? The Plague Doctor, let me just read what it says. I think it clears up confusion usually. When you die, the Storyteller gains a Minion ability. yeah, there's nothing that says like that night if the Plague Doctor died, give the Storyteller ability. Unfortunately, the wording of the Parasite means they die. I worded it specifically so they die while poisoned, so it affects Ravenkeeper and stuff. It does have the unfortunate side effect of hurting the Plague Doctor and making it poisoned, which is unfortunate. Plague Doctor, to be fair, Plague Doctor was the last minute addition to the script. I only added it for the thematicness of this wallpaper. I didn't really expect it to go off too much. But yeah. All right, we should be good. Let's wake him up and announce the Leviathan. Also, what have I missed? First of all, Clemmy Bishop subscribed with tier 1 sub 23 minutes ago. Thank you for that sub. That's awesome. We had a raid from Esty. Esty raided us with a party of 2 viewers 11 minutes ago. Sorry I missed it in the heat of the day phase. Thank you for that raid. Amazing. Thanks for bringing your viewers here. Hope you guys enjoy the Clocktower action. And then Fack has a method of death, which we will redeem. Okay, here we go. Good morning to all of our town. I do have to correct a slight mistake. I mean, it's obvious, but like we are definitely in a Leviathan game. I didn't actually announce it day one, even though the rules say you're supposed to. But I figure if it's the only demon on the script, we all kind of know it's in play. So just to be clear, there is a Leviathan in play. It is choking the life out of Ravenswood Bluff, and it's up to you to elect somebody that can put an end to it once and for all. That being said, unfortunately, last night, after getting their Whalium pin in the mail, they decided to see how it tasted, and it ended up perforating their colon, and Evil Steve died in the night.
Not neutral.
Oh, shit. Parasite.
Neutral Steve, you mean?
Yeah, neutral Steve. You're evil, neutral, whatever you want to call yourself.
Confirmed parasite, I guess.
5 minutes.
Without
and
the,
if you got information, it was poisoned.
Without the Leviathan announcement, I was hoping the Parasite picked their demon, and they had
That's
to
what I
keep
was
it on the
wondering.
demon.
I was thinking the same.
That's why I wanted to clarify. I'm just really making Evil Steve look mean. Evil.
You couldn't nominate me day one because of a Leviathan game, but you know, hey.
No, I dislike that I have to trust you for multiple reasons because I'm a Shugenja going clockwise.
Oh, so away from me. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
well,
I'm claiming damsel, so.
Yes. Okay.
We need to think about savant information, right? So either let's go away from good evil, right? Like let's put some information that you can trust. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we can do something with the 2 village idiots in play, or either there's 2 village idiots in play, or we've already used the demon's misregistration. 2 outsiders neighbor each other. I feel like the outsiders are going to be pretty open here.
I've heard information that there's a VI that has an evil on someone, so.
Okay, well, that's definitely
I
something to
think
keep in mind. We'll have to triangulate that with my information.
Yeah.
I don't want to say names right now because the evil team doesn't know if I'm drunk or not. And
Yeah,
if they're
that
moving
makes
the Paras, I want them to move the Parasite around because then, they get all the demon candidates.
Less demon
right?
candidates, yeah, exactly. All right, cool.
So they don't know to poison me or not.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, later.
Thanks, Rocco.
Cool. Well, definitely we'll see how that goes.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've gotten the joy of being able to approach everyone and being able to tell them that I am actively a liability.
I mean, I gotta say, this character on a Leviathan script is one I've always wanted to try. So,
I mean, I I'm making it known so that people don't nominate me. But I'm afraid this is going to be bad. Not gonna backfire because I think it'd be better than actually getting nominated. But I think it's gonna be bad if we end up on day 5 without a president, or we end up on day 5 and people don't trust me because I am claiming my role. But it's a role that Demon probably would bluff on this script.
Absolutely.
You gave me a demon bluff, Steve.
It's
Why did you do this?
It's gonna be a social game, Ash. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you. See ya.
Be careful of your info.
Yeah. You and Fred are the only two who know.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Bye. Hey.
Hey, Eric.
Question for you real quick on yesterday's information.
Yes.
Was that an indefinite number, meaning I am neighboring an evil player or evil in general? Might be 2, or the same thing with the Virgin?
The way I worded it, I believe implied exactly 1, but if that was my intent, at least.
All right, good.
I think I said neighboring in evil player, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of ambiguous if you think about it, right?
An evil player can be.
That is true. In my intention was it you or the Virgin are nominating or neighboring exactly 1 evil player.
Thank you.
Okay,
that's
sure.
All right, and today?
Sure. So either the demon's misregistration ability has already been used.
Okay.
Or there's exactly 2 village idiots in play.
Great. Thank you.
Perfect. Enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually just be evil. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to tell me anything else. I'm just kind of spreading my vibe and thoughts.
Alright.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and borrow Evil Steve now. I just wanted to give you a little bit of thoughts.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Hello, chat and Evil Steve.
Oh, chat, do you have an answer to yesterday's riddle? Let me know. Somebody was solving it, but I didn't see the answer, so let me know.
Well, okay then, chat. I'll give you a little bit of time to see if you want to still solve day 1 Savant information.
Yeah.
But
what if I give you some information? I can give you some information. Okay. Either today you receive 1 million awesome pings, or tomorrow you're going to receive 1 billion awesome pings.
Oh, well, then I must be poisoned because both those are false. Thank you, Evil Steve.
Oh, no.
I only get 1 awesome ping because I'm equally awesome to everybody else.
Someone says book 1, the Pythagorean theorem is in the elements. Book 1, proposition 47 is the Pythagorean theorem.
Correct.
We did it.
Bye.
Bye.
And normally in a Leviathan game, you want to share, but if there's a parasite, you have to be careful, I guess.
Yeah.
If we
Also-
don't share, then we're not going to solve.
Yeah.
The
But
problem
also,
is it's also
me
a
and Denny
damn
were
secret,
talking.
right?
And what
Sorry.
Denny said was, yes, we have the parasite to deal with, but if they're moving it around, then
narrows
they're
it
getting
down.
rid of deep.
Yeah, I mean that's great. We know we have a parasite. We want the parasite to poison a bunch of players.
Exactly. That'd
That'd be great.
Right.
Sure.
Parasite, poison me next.
All right, I'll leave space for platforming and, I'll sit here guesses. Start with Mathblade and go counterclockwise.
This is not an Elsa here guess. I'll tell you, I'm either the VI or the balloonist. My information seems to indicate that Juan could possibly be evil because I kind of trust my first name if I'm the balloonist, and if I'm not the balloonist, I have a VI evil on Juan. So just information out there.
JR?
I'd like to make an Alcir guess.
Go for it.
I'd like to guess that I'll say Fredo is the demon, Eric is a minion, Juan is a minion.
Heard. Johnny Ace?
I would like to also here guess Denny as a demon, Juan as a minion, Rocco as a minion. I'm just sticking with them. I'm going to move them around. It'll be fun.
Heard. Rocco?
Oh yeah, I would like to also here guess JR is demon with, let's do Mark and Johnny Ace's minions, please.
Heard. Sweet.
I would like
Neutral
to
Steve?
say that I appreciate the Parasite confirming that I am not evil for a couple of players on this who always think I'm evil.
Are you willing to out what you were?
I hard claim to a few people, and I'm going to leave it one more day.
All right, no worries.
Steve, did you tell me the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and open the nomination phase.
Are we gonna wait till day 3?
Athlete?
I think. Oh, go ahead.
If no one else has any information to go off of, I'm gonna nominate Juan.
Athlete nominates 1. Anything you want to add?
Like I said, my VI or balloonist information points here, but if Tao doesn't want to execute today, I understand. But just sharing my info.
If we put him on the block, we can nominate the Virgin then, right? Like we talked about.
Yeah.
Juan, are you willing to nominate a Virgin if you get on the block?
I'm not gonna. I don't understand this obsession with the Virgin from Mark's yesterday's and today's looking sus. But no, I've already said that I'm not evil.
6 is the number.
Also, Matt, if you're the VI, there's another one. You could be the drunk VI.
I could. That's why I'm just sharing information if I'm a VI. But if I'm a balloonist, then this makes sense. Like, I'm not
Or
clarifying
not enough.
One. Especially since we know I have a Parasite, we may or may not have a race, so I don't want to hard claim, especially if we have a damsel.
Yeah. There are... Right. Like, that's the thing, is like there are 3 of the 4 outsiders are probably not going to be super public. So balloonist stuff could also not be...
I
have 2 potential balloonists on my Grim. So
do
JR?
I think Mathlete makes a good point, and I kind of wanted to ask around, is anybody felt like they might have witnessed some Sarah madness around town, or are we like not noticing anything yet? Or maybe someone's
I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen anything looking.
I haven't seen anything either.
I don't think we have a Sarah.
Okay.
Cool. I think the other 3 are more likely.
Yeah, but if we can world build it out, that would be helpful.
I could also see chat putting the Wraith in.
Or a marionette. Yep.
Danny boy?
I don't know what people's general consensus on when to start executing on Leviathan games. I tend to think that day 3 is kind of the sweet spot. Because as long as you can hit an evil in the first 2 days, then you get 3 executions, which is a lot more than 2 executions from just days 4 and 5. But of course, we should only be executing if we think we know evil players in that case. Or we have a couple of options for people who might be evil. I think generally, game theory-wise, it's probably our best bet.
Final call for campaigning and or nominating?
We don't need a campaign for it. We're already selecting Fredo. I mean...
Well, I would like to suggest that if on day 3 we execute a good player and they proc the Virgin, we can just vote on that player for president because they'd be a good player.
They'd be dead.
No,
and they wouldn't be able
They're
to
dead.
execute.
They can't do it.
If the president is dead.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
I guess theoretically, if you want it to not be via president, then that's the way you do it. But
I'm assuming
I want the president to have the choice and potentially get that win condition. You would, Actually, you get the win condition without them being alive.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
To be alive.
I'm assuming I couldn't force the Virgin death to fail, right?
No, because this nomination would still happen. I assume because it's not point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can override the votes on a nomination and make it not go through, but you can't stop something that happens instantly. Yeah.
That's not nomination.
Nina looking for those loopholes, trying to use that ability wherever she can.
Hey, not a bad. I was thinking the same thing.
Final call? bringing this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Nobody is once again executed. Nobody dies. Good night, everyone.
Math Blade, can we talk tomorrow?
Sure thing, Nina.
Hey there, JR.
This is such bad luck. It's so bad. I can't poison anybody. We've theoretically poisoned an ogre in a drunk village. Yeah, we're doing great.
I think, but let's leave it because
Then they'll
if you
know.
move it off of math, I would, there's no movement. Danny's going to get good info, but if math is pushing harder than Juan, then that's fine. I mean, it was a 50-50.
We could move it
and Danny's
tomorrow.
also in a Danny's in a Shugenja clockwise, so
yeah, I think if math were to die tomorrow, he would know that he was necessarily poisoned.
Right.
But if we give it a day,
Right.
the wand information could be true, and then that should give us one more day. I think Johnny Ace did not put Slayer in their threes. Fredo gave me Slayer Seamstress, and Eric put it in threes. I'm leaning toward maybe it being Fredo.
Here's my thing. I think Fredo's a Slayer. Johnny Ace is an artist, and I think Eric is a savant.
Okay, so then tomorrow we just need to make sure we need to really try and make sure that Slayer shot doesn't go off tomorrow. So we should not get Fredo on the block, and then we can.
Let's see. I think if math pushes on Juan, then we're good. I mean, they were all saying, "No, if you get in the block, I'll nominate the Virgin," and that's why I kind of was pushing that. And Juan's like, "Oh, you're evil," but I think if the Plague Doctor doesn't set the Virgin up, that'll make him look super sus if he doesn't want to nominate the Virgin.
Yeah,
so I think we just leave it.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Final
so.
choice. Leaving it.
Oh, and can you, Mark, before I leave? Because you'll see. Is Rocco going to wake tonight or no? Oh no.
Rocco doesn't ever wake.
Okay.
Do you have a message for Rocco?
Yeah, if you can talk to him. I'm role swapping with Juan, so Juan is going to claim Overseer, and I'm claiming VI. So I'm feeding the fake Overseer information through him. So hopefully we can pin it on me on day 5.
Interesting thing is that I was going to ask you what you've actually leaned into as your Bluff. So it sounds, Jerry, you're going with Overseer.
Yeah, but
and Mark.
And
Overseer to
I'm going
Juan.
Seamstress because I don't think there's a Seamstress, so I thought Seamstress is a better choice than Undertaker.
Okay, sounds good. See ya.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Math Blade, by the way.
Math Blade it is. Thanks. All right, they're keeping it locked down. It does make sense. The Parasite's interesting in that you don't necessarily want to telegraph. It's powerful, right? An evil minion that can kill is basically demon territory, right? Other than like Assassin or Conditional Godfather. But in doing so, you do reveal, hey, your information was poisoned. So it's very interesting to see this balance between leaving a poison and moving it and the Parasite migrating. For something that started as a demon that migrated to a minion, I'm happy with this power level. I mean, it's definitely like almost like Poison or Plus in a way. It fits in Legacy in the more higher power level. Would it fit in a regular script? Like if you replaced Trouble Brewing with like the Parasite as a minion, would it still be as good? I don't know. We're gonna wake, make a choice. Wake, make a choice. Yeah, the Wraith is interesting with the Leviathan, for sure. We're going to show Nina as good. Yep, nothing but good awesome pings off of Ninja Nina.
Alrighty, we've got some good awesome pings on Ninja Nina. That is great. So that tells me a lot of the evil team, if that's correct. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a fun time storytelling, assuming I'm sober. Thank you, Evil Steve.
Enjoy. All right, we can get really tricky here. Eric is good. Hey there, Denny boy. Trusting that gut/random number generator and learning that Eric is a goodie.
So many good players.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just your gut is that good at finding them.
I guess so. Not really what my gut is trying to achieve, but
You're trying to find evils. I
yeah,
guess
probably, right?
On a Leviathan script, you have to be more interested in finding evils than usual. I guess that's true.
Maybe it's the opposite because you have so much time. On the Leviathan script, in a regular game, you only have your days are numbered, so you're quickly trying to find evils.
Yeah, there are some trade-offs there. That is true.
And evils also make it easier to determine drunkenness potential. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, all goods for you. Stop picking good players.
Okay. Thanks.
Enjoy. All right. Let's think about Savant information real quick. No, here's the tricky thing, right? Juan has not used his ability, so we still have to be aware that we need to be able to possibly keep that in our back pocket. But I could say that an overseer neighbors the village idiot, right? The village idiot here, we could register Rocco as the overseer, give that information to the savant. Which clears JR, but exposes Rocco a bit. So maybe that's not what we want to do. Mark and Rocco are talking. So what are they saying? Math is drunk and poison, but leaving it. JR is role swapping overseer info with Juan, who's claiming VI. Okay. Let's just check in with Rocco real quick.
Well, have a great Monday because I get to play with all y'all.
Yes. That's not going to make me vote for you, Math. teasing.
Hey, Rocco. I'm just waking you, not for any game-related reasons. I just want to check in with you as the demon and see where's your head at with this game, what's your strategy, and just triple-checking your bluff as well.
I literally forgot that Mark could message me. I just saw a message from him. I was so confused for a second.
Yeah, that's the trade-off with the Wraith is they can message anyone at night, which is a balance reason, so it doesn't work quite as good online, but yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of going out here. I kind of think it's free. Fortune teller to me just is a way to get killed, so I'm not taking that bluff.
Yeah, okay.
So,
wait, I was actually reading what you said because, I don't know why, but when you sent the message to Mark, I see it says the word blocked, but I don't know what that means.
It's like they've had that problem with a while for the app. Like it just sends like the messages don't send.
The question is, does it actually send? Like, can Mark send you messages, but you can't respond? Maybe that's interesting.
Interesting. I mean,
I don't know.
We'll Mark in here, see if he gets them.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't do that because I'm not waking you for game reasons. But you can chat with him tomorrow and find out. Sorry, I missed it. You said you are going with the fortune teller.
No. I'll
see here is what you're leaning into. Okay, perfect. That's a good reason I checked.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, that's good for our savant. We can give the Alsahir as true info if we want. The Alsahir has gotten a minion right or something outlandishly evil. You're probably supposed to be able to respond to the Wraith, but it doesn't look like it's working, so I don't know. I don't know if he's gotten a minion right, but I could give that information. All right, I think we're good to wake him up. I don't know if I want to pull the thing with the Roccos. I want to save it to do things. So, there's only been a couple of nominations, right? JR, Fredo, Mathblade. God. Okay. Perfect. I got it. Welcome back to town, everyone. Don't worry about the tentacles that are appearing out of the sky. It's fine. We'll just utilize our democratic choice to vote, and it'll solve everything. I'll give you guys 5 minutes.
May I state that I don't think that's fine?
I mean, I don't think it's very fine either, but
yeah, like just so we're like all on the same page about that one. That would be great.
Elf?
Right as rain.
Sweet. Now you can tell me what you are, Fredo.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm either the Slayer or the Seamstress. What are you?
Okay, so I'm going to put you down as Slayer because I have a hard claim of Seamstress elsewhere. I'm the artist.
I have an artist somewhere else.
Okay. I'm
Got a
fine
really,
with that.
really mean one.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Talk to
Yeah, well, it's day 3, I guess.
Yep.
Slayer shoot tomorrow? If I don't know. Whatever makes you happy.
Well, okay.
Awesome. Also, hi,
See you
chat.
later.
Bye, chat.
But I'll go investigate.
That's such weird info.
Yeah, maybe you're just parasited.
If I'm already parasited, I'm gonna be so mad.
I know.
This
Anyways.
is a lot of shenanigans for me to be.
It's a
parasited.
lot of shenanigans. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's
Take care.
see. Yeah. See ya.
I missed what the fake info was.
Oh, he be shooting. He go bang.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Along those lines.
Well, I guess the crossbow doesn't go bang. It can't. Well, okay, never mind. I have 3 goods now. 3 goods.
What are you?
It's still the village idiot. I told you yesterday.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I
get
heard village
that.
idiot from like 4 different people. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, I don't have 4 different village idiots. That's exciting. Do you want to out all of your friends to me?
No.
Dang, you're a tough nut to crack. All right, thanks,
Fredo. Getting good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, who cares? There's not really much interaction with Leviathan and Plague Doctor. It just becomes a please don't nominate me because you'll give if you execute me, you're going to cause something bad to happen. That's really all it is. There's no jinx. There's no special interaction. Like sometimes with the Ravenkeeper or the Sage, there's special interactions, but not with the what do you call it? Not with the Plague Doctor. There is a Parasite, but the wording of the Parasite also makes it not go off. So Plague Doctor's pretty safe overall. Hey, Johnny Ace.
I just have a quick question.
Sure.
As it pertains to Parasite and Plague Doctor.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It says I'm poisoned, then I die, then I become sober. Right? Like that's the order of operations. And this is when I die, you would gain a minion ability.
Correct.
But when I die, I am poisoned. I don't become sober until after I die. Would you still gain an ability?
I would not.
Okay, I just want to make sure. That's what I thought, but
Yep.
better to be sure.
Per the wording of the way those interact, I would not get the ability.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Enjoy.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey, Eric. So.
My second night of poisoned information. Okay, here.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
All
so
right.
either the Alsahir has guessed a demon as a minion.
Oh my god.
Or the Virgin is currently parasite poisoned.
I like that. I was wondering about that possibility. All right, very good. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Uh-huh.
That's spicy, but like, how do you trust it, right? If you trust it, but in that world, I've now used the misregistration, right? I've used the misregistration for that info, right? Because I gave 2 false pieces of information, right? Actually, technically, that's not even legal, right? Shit, that might not be legal, right? Even if I misregister Rocco as the Alsahir. Huh.
Juan, stop running away from me. I promise I won't claim VI.
You've claimed VI too many times to my face, and there's already like 3 people claiming VI in this Grim, so...
I know, that's why I can't fake it.
Hey, Eric, I might have misspoke with the way I wrote the information down. So it would be that the virgin is not parasite poison. The exact opposite of what I said.
Oh, crap. All right. All right, thanks.
Yeah, enjoy. That doesn't use it. Hey, Juan, sorry about that.
No, you're totally fine. I want to ask my second question.
Absolutely, go ahead. You do have a second question, thanks to the time loop.
Yay! Is the demon either JR or Mathblade?
I am going to tell you no.
Perfect. Also, quick rules clarification. If the Plague Doctor was to be parasited, and then the parasite moves away, would that mean the Plague Doctor does not proc?
Correct. Because the Plague Doctor dies while poisoned, and so the Storyteller would not get the ability.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Enjoy. Okay. Well, I didn't get to use the misregistration, which means we still have it.
Just kind of why I want to go for Juan today. I'm a VI. I have Denny Boy is good. And Denny Boy is also claiming Village Idiot. And so that makes me think he's good. He could also be another sober Village Idiot, but the exception of one little thing. It depends on if a person's an ogre or not. But that's not my information out. But I got Denny Boy is, yeah. I got Denny Boy is good. Juan is evil. Ninja Nina is good. I trust Denny Boy and Ninja Nina based on conversation, so I think probably we have 2 evils and Mark and Juan for any Alsa heroes out there.
Okay, since Mathblade outed their information, I'll out mine as well, because now the evil team knows which one of us is sober and not. So I have Neutral Steve is good, Fredo is good, Eric is good. But Neutral Steve was Night 1 before they picked as the ogre.
Yeah, before they picked as ogre, yeah.
Neutral Steve good, Fredo good, Eric good.
Yeah, Neutral Steve being the ogre is irrelevant for sobriety, so I think your other 2 names, yeah. Sorry.
I'm the third VI. I've gotten weird info, but I think my information is heavily suggesting I'm drunk now. I've been messaging with Mathblade about it for a hot min. I got Math good, Denny evil, and Juan good. Although I'm not convinced Juan is evil. I think my information is arbitrary, and I do think that if Juan is evil here, I think he's a minion, based on the conversations I've had with him at night and the last couple days. So, I mean, it could be worth getting off the board, but I don't think it is necessarily.
Rocco?
I'll hear guess if I can.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I'd like to also hear guess Mark as the demon with JR and Juan as minions, please.
Heard.
I was just gonna say that since I died, clearly I was parasite poisoned, and I did choose Juan. So if Juan's evil, then I didn't turn. So I am still the good ogre.
No. Read your ability again.
Oh, Steve.
Oh, it does say even if drunk or poisoned. Interesting. Yeah, I always miss that. Okay, cool. So, all right, then if Juan's
your alignment,
if Juan's evil, then I'm evil. But that's information that I've got other places seems to maybe lean away from that. Some of it's not Night 1. But I'll let other people out some information, but I think people have some good candidates.
Johnny Ace?
Before I do this, I just want to make sure I have this correct. The buff is... Yeah. So, Mathblade could be sober or could have a buff and VI ability, with Denny Boy being sober and JR being drunk. Just putting that out there. Also, I would like to also hear guess Juan as the minion, Mark as the demon, Mathblade as the minion.
Heard. Fredo.
Hello, town. I'm here to maybe shine some light on some of this Juan business. Fredo claims Slayer and shoots Juan.
Fredo claims Slayer and shoots Juan. The game goes on.
I think that's
You've
good.
attacked.
That's helpful.
You've attacked the same person twice. That was
Yeah, I know.
actually very useful.
More or less.
That was very useful.
And they haven't died yet.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not very good at this.
Unkillable.
I'm really good at it. I don't know.
Juan Leviathan worlds.
Which means
Well,
one
he's not the
can't be the demon.
Well, we do have to worry about Parasite. Someone
Unless Fredo is Parasite.
It's Parasite poison. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Could be.
Which we'll find out tonight, right?
I have
Yeah.
3 reminder tokens on Juan now.
I think
Juan, your hand was up. Did you have something you want to say?
No, I'm retracting it.
Okay. Ninja Nina.
I think I want to get this party started. Let's nominate Mark.
Ninja Nina nominates Mark. Tell us why.
Well, I'm a Shigenja pointing in this direction. There's other information that makes us believe that Mark is evil. Let's kill Mark.
Mark?
My defense is there's evil on Denny. I'm a seamstress. I would like to use it. I've saved it. I've told people I'm the seamstress. So I think this is not a good kill.
If we don't kill you today, well, I mean, we could give you a chance to use your ability, but if Town's really into it,
Yeah, I mean, if Town's really gung ho on killing me, that's fine. But I've told people seamstress from like day one. I haven't used it yet. I'd like to use it, but if you guys think I'm evil, then get me off the board. But I'm not.
6 is the number.
It's just the Shigenja pointing at Mark, right? There's nothing else we have currently.
Right,
I've
but it
heard of another
could
piece of
also
info
be.
There is
it could
one
be
other
other
thing.
people.
Okay.
There is
It-
one other thing.
Okay.
And it's also like we know that Shigenja information is not
7 is enough.
poison or not poison.
That's true.
That was
That's a good point.
That was a lot, guys. I mean, admittedly, it only took 6, but it was pretty easy to put me on the block. Just saying.
An 84-person raid from Satan isn't herself. Gee, that name looks familiar.
Nice Raider, awesome things.
Hello. Hey, Satan. Hopefully your stream went well. And thanks for the raid. We're in the middle of Legacy Night here at the Grim. And also, welcome to all the chatters. The first-time chatters and the raiders.
Mark, are you
Every
willing
other.
to potential nominate the Virgin if we decide
If no one else is, but I think I'd rather use my ability if possible.
that is reasonable?
Sure.
But yeah, it seems hard to probably lift at this point.
I don't think we're gonna lift this, Mark. So you should probably nominate.
Like, the main problem
would-
I have is that Mark, I believe, is an experienced player and told me he'd use seamstress during the day. I have a hard time jiving that with him being a seamstress.
Well, and I guess
I just forgot. I mean, I know the role. I mean, if you're saying I'm an experienced player, then I wouldn't. I just didn't. I hadn't played seamstress in a while, but I was saving it. Yes, it's at night. I just haven't.
Rock
used
and
it
roll
yet.
with the gift subs. Whaling
the other
Splash.
thing that makes me
Getting
choose
wet
Mark
again.
over Denny is
Third
Denny
time
has been seen
tonight.
by another village as good, correct or no?
And evil.
God, this
I'm
is
so
going to be taken out of context.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Has any of the Village
Oh.
Idiots checked me?
I'm not.
'Cause Village Idiot is a classic evil bluff. I mean, and having 3 Village Idiots seems suspect.
I've thought that too, Mark. Don't worry.
I have thoughts about that myself.
Final call?
Well,
I'll nominate one of the Village Idiots, but I'm not sure which one Town trusts. I mean, who are the 3
Nominate the
villages?
Virgin.
Denny, Math, and who? Who's the third?
JR.
we are.
JR.
Me.
You know who the Virgin
I
is,
guess I
right,
can.
Mark?
Yeah, you
What?
should.
Never mind. I'll let you do what you want. Sorry.
Yeah.
Final call?
I'll nominate JR.
Mark nominates JR. Tell us why.
Just one of the Village Idiots. Although, actually, I should have probably gone for Denny if I believe the Shigenja info. But, I said I'd like to use my ability. But if Town wants to kill me, there were just 7 votes on there. So
JR.
I think that I would like to leave it on Mark. I think that given the Shigenja information, this is illogical. That would, if from Mark's perspective, that should point to Denny, what Mathblade said earlier, and the fact that I have now been claiming Virgin, I'm publicly been claiming VI, and Mark on the block is still being very hesitant to nominate the Virgin, just kind of makes me think he's evil more.
Oh, I forgot.
So
7 will tie. It'll take 8 to put JR on the block.
I just didn't want Mark to feel bad.
I mean, look, if we really
One's
want
not
Mark
enough.
to live, I will nominate the Virgin, the Spence player.
No, thank you.
All right, cool.
No.
I think we're gonna be stuck on this
That
exactly.
would actually serve some other purposes, Fredo, believe it or not.
It would help solve some info, but don't really need
I don't know if we want to take him off.
It would, but I think we have an evil player on the block.
We'll be stuck
rather
on
kill
this
him.
nomination if it doesn't happen for the
I'm
rest
not.
of the
But
game.
you guys, I'm one. That's fine. I mean, if I takes me off the board, that's fine. I just would have liked to use my ability.
Bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Mark is executed. Dies. Good night, everyone. All things considered, that's not the worst. That's a fine loss. That's like a Baron that's done their job.
And do anything fun over the weekend?
So I just was reading this rule. We're in night 4 now, technically, but we're gonna wake up.
Oh yeah, we have to vote.
Hey, JR, let me go back and run the vote real quick. I think technically I meant to run the vote. I need to clarify that I didn't intend for the vote to happen tonight. So let me go back and tell everyone. Just be clear, I think the way it's worded is wrong. The intent is for the vote to happen at the end of day 4 going into night 5, so that you wake up on the final day with the president. So that is my bad for not being clear on that. The president wakes up on the final day with power.
After day 4.
Yeah, which is technically night 5, which is the better way to word it. And so everything I wrote that said night 4, Nina, you'll edit this and just put night 5 over night 4 every time I say it and morph my lips. It'll be fine, right?
No, I think you should get it like technically to read it out just so it's the most obvious possible you made a mistake.
But yeah, there will be no vote
You
tonight.
all will vote on night 5.
For sure.
And it'll sound odd.
All right, JR. Well, you get to wake up alone for once.
Okay.
With your own thoughts.
First, I have a question for you. So, Bluffing Overseer, I gave Clockmaker information and Librarian information. That both makes sense, right, for the character?
Yeah. You said Clockmaker, and then what was the other one?
Librarian.
Yeah, both are absolutely viable things.
Okay. I'm debating what to do, but that's a later thing. I'm trying to think of all the start knowing roles I could go through. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to give some Noble Pinks out.
Yeah, Noble Pinks are great.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I was going to put Mark and Rocco in the Noble Pinks to make them think maybe one, Rocco was good. But right now I'm thinking we're going to get this put on to me. I just have to not get executed tomorrow.
Fair.
I think we were going to move it on to Fredo because of the Slayer shot, but he took the Slayer shot. So I think it's better to leave it. I'm going to out the fact that I'm not a VI tomorrow, and hopefully that will leave it more ambiguous with the VI information.
Okay.
That will be not fun for, I guess the only thing that will impact is Eric is going to get good Savant info again, which I don't love.
That's the tough call there.
But Denny is definitely sober, so I can't kill Mathblade. And Johnny Ace is going to have an artist question, but I don't think they're going to use it today. Yeah, I think hopefully I'll just try and get some suspicion onto me, and hopefully that'll be enough. But I think, I got to leave it on Mathblade.
All right, Mathblade it is. Thank you, JR. Very interesting here, right? Wraith gives a lot of info, but it's not a spy. So there are ways to hide from a Wraith, including characters that act during the day. They have no idea Juan's used 2 artist questions and narrowed the candidates down to 3 different demons. Also, in this case, they have no idea that Johnny Ace is just a plague doctor, right? Like, it's interesting. I kind of almost wish we had put a damsel in. And also, yeah, laugh at doing the thing. Fredo killed Juan with the sword and shot Juan with the bow. In this case, if you move it, I see the two worlds. You move the parasite, and then they assume that everything Mathblade got is false, and then everyone's paranoid about their future information. Or you leave it on Mathblade, and everyone's paranoid that they're the parasite host this whole time. I think leaving it is a solid choice here. Make a choice to Mathblade. Make a choice to Jenny Boy. Johnny Ace is... Oh my god. Okay, if I show evil here, is that telegraphing too much? Okay, here's the misregistration. Good. We've now used the demon misregistration. We'll give it good.
Hello.
Hey, Mathblade. Yeah, you get nothing but good pings off of Johnny Ace. They're good.
Fair enough. Good pings on Johnny Ace. Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Hey, Danny Boy.
Hey,
nothing but good pings on Rocco.
So good. I love how this town is just full of good people.
Just full of goody tissues. Maybe there is no one evil.
That could be right. Yeah, so I actually thought about my choice for the first time today. I thought about choosing Juan because if JR is good but drunk, then you'd have to give me a Juan, an evil on Juan, which would be good information. But I don't think Juan is the demon because I don't think Fredo would shoot Juan if Fredo was evil to like protect him.
I see. Okay.
So Rocco seemed like a safe bet since Rocco was quieter than usual. But all goods all around. I think I'm sober. I don't know. I think I'm sober.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out. Hopefully, are you running? Are you gonna push for being elected tomorrow?
Who better than maybe a little bit. I won't push my luck too hard. We'll see.
I'm very interested to see how the whole election thing shakes out.
I don't think I should waste everyone's time because I am sitting clockwise of Shigenja, and I don't think people are going to vote for me if there's any sense of being evil. So then why waste everyone's time? I don't know.
Perfect. Makes sense.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
All right. Thanks, anyway. All right. So now I need Savant information that's not misregistered. So I can say either an artist's ability was... An artist question has been poisoned, or what's a false thing that sounds juicy, right? What's a false thing that sounds juicy? Yeah, I mean, we could just say like an evil player has been killed. There's an evil dead player. An artist question, yeah, sure. So an artist question has been poisoned, which is false. And then the true statement, so we need something juicy that's true. There is no overseer in play. Ooh, but that's too, it doubles up on Juan because Juan. Savant is good. I do need good information that helps the Savant here. I can't just like string the Savant along. So the Shugenja info. Huh. And call Rocco out for being an Alsahir. Cardinal points I thought about, but neutral Steve being dead makes that harder. Okay. Either I'm twisting myself up too much. I'm twisting myself up. I think Rocco's doubling down on Alsahir, he said. So the false piece could be... The false thing is definitely going to be an artist question has been poisoned. And the true statement will be... What's the... Oh my god, this is so hard to come up with good, true information here. Something that's not just going to string the Savant along. Okay. Artist question has yielded incorrect information. Or... Here we go. I got it.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, players. There is some tentacles in the sky, but don't worry about that. It is election day. Just remember, at the end of today, we will be opening up polling booths, and you can cast your vote in complete secrecy at the night phase. We'll do it right at the top of the night, but one of you will be crowned president of... crowned. Well, I'm crazy. Elected, of course. President of Ravenswood Bluff. And in that world, you will have the power to choose how this game ends tomorrow, assuming it does not end today. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes for this last day.
Looks like Juan and JR have their hands up.
Juan.
Run off.
JR, go first.
We should do it at the end of the day because I want everyone to be here because this is a lot of... This is info dump, like mega info dump.
Juan.
I got Juan's info at least.
Juan, tell us things, please.
Yeah, so...
Okay. No, go ahead, Jared.
Okay, yeah. Juan and I have been in a role... I don't know if role swap is accurate. We've been moving some info around to hopefully avoid Parasite stuff. So I'm not a VI. I'm actually the overseer. I've been giving my info to Juan for like 3 days now. Sorry I messed with the VI information, but I got several things. On night 2, I got a clock 3. On night 3, I got a librarian ping that neutral Steve or Nina was the ogre.
Hey, Eric.
Fun stuff.
All right. You ready for your totally sober and healthy and fair
Absolutely.
and correct
Since,
Savant information?
I know I couldn't possibly have 3 poison nights of information.
So
I
either...
told Fredo by then, you know.
Either there is a plague doctor in play.
Okay.
Or an artist question was tampered with. Let me just rephrase that. An artist got incorrect information.
Okay. I like it. All right, thanks.
Perfect.
Bye.
Bye.
And I think it's just Juan and JR and Fredo. That's
No,
all.
no, don't put me in this.
On for 2 days, not Mark.
Both.
I'm
you
gonna
have to decide chats.
I'm gonna out who I am. I am the artist. Day one, I went and talked to Fredo and proposed, Fredo, if you're good, please kill me so that I can use my artist question day one. I get killed. I time loop back to having my artist question again. I can ask my artist question again, second time, and I can narrow the Grim from 12 to 3 potential demon candidates. I've been waiting to see who died so I can keep reducing that. And I think after that, we have it in 2 demon candidates. I would really love to hear information from people to triangulate that before saying to everybody else who my demon candidates are, or 3, but one of them is most likely not.
I know
Ash has my claims. Ash has my claims, so I'm not making them up, but I don't want to say them to town so that people cannot make fake information around my information.
Also, I've been claiming artist the whole time. I'm not the artist. I am actually outsider confirmed because I'm the plague doctor. And I asked Evil Stevie yesterday that if I was parasite poisoned and then I got killed, right? Or from the parasite moving, I would die and then the poison removes. But because I had already died, Evil Steve would never get a power.
That's hilarious, guys. I'm the savant. I will go through all the information, but the last piece of information today's was either there is a plague doctor in play or the artist got incorrect information.
Oh my god!
Better?
But you know what? That if they are poisoned, wait. If the artist got incorrect information, that means Juan, you're poisoned, and that means my information is correct. Which means
we supposed to have a plague doctor, which means
there has to be a plague doctor in town.
But I got Johnny in the noble.
Yeah,
Eric, do you want to say your rest of the info?
Yeah. Let me say the whole thing because I've typed it up and I'll put it in chat right after. Either I am neighboring exactly one evil player, or the Virgin is neighboring exactly one evil player.
That's not already clear. Hi, it's me.
Hi, yeah, I think.
Yeah, but that would be Virgin. The Virgin would be Ash, supposedly, right? Yep.
Yeah.
The next is on day 2, the demon's misregistration ability has already been used, or they're
wait, the demon what?
Remember, once per game,
to misregister once per game.
That's the special rule.
That's where your artist info is wrong.
Either the demons on day 2, the demon's misregistration has already been used, or there are exactly 2 village idiots in play.
The second one, then.
Yeah.
The second one is true.
Third is the Alsahir has guessed a demon as a minion, or the Virgin is not currently parasite poisoned. And finally, and I told you guys the last one, either there's a plague doctor or the artist got incorrect information.
So what's the second one on day 3?
I like that a lot of that information really says what characters are in play.
Yeah, I was going to go back for that.
Well, it could be misleading on
day
that
3?
too, yeah.
Right.
The other thing to note
you
is
are not parasite poisoned, Ash.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
All right, there's a chance we can wrap this up before we even need to open the polls. Let's do a quick space for either candidate platforms and or Alsahir guesses. We'll start with Eric.
Oh, sorry.
We won't start with Eric. He has ceded his time back to the chair. We'll wrap around to JR.
I will also say that I feel like Eric is reading well right now, but I do have a clock 3, and if we think Mark is evil, that does, for me personally, point to Eric because I'm 3 the other way. I would also say that in terms of who to back today for like president votes, I'm leaning Denny.
Yes, the power within.
Okay, maybe not.
Last person you should want to
Maybe not anymore.
No, come on. It'll be fine. The
last person.
Mathblade?
So I think that Juan is the Leviathan, JR is the Marionette, and Fredo is the last minion. The reason I think that is because I'd be the sober VI and Denny would be the drunk VI. I cannot place a clock 3 on this board, even if you assume I am that evil in that clock 3, because that doesn't match the Savannah information, it doesn't match Shugenja information, it doesn't match Denny Boy's information. So that's kind of why I'm thinking that JR is probably the marionette here. I think he was originally trying to mask the VI information. And yeah, that's kind of the world I'm living in currently. And Fredo Slayer shot Juan and then didn't proc the Virgin in order to try to hide the fact that Juan is the demon.
A virgin. What
But
are
then
you
how would
talking about?
Fredo Slayer shot not have gone off?
Because
would I
he's not the
proc somebody?
Slayer, he's a minion.
Why
That
are
would
you
make
calling
my
a virgin then?
information arbitrary.
Yep.
Rocco?
Yeah. Don't
Can I
include
ask
many
your guess
people.
JR's demon with Juan and Mark as minions, please?
Heard.
I think that's kind of crazy math. If Fredo's willing to expend one of their two demons' lives,
Yeah.
I think that's like
Fredo-
crazy.
You were saying that one would be demon in that case, right?
Yeah. I think it's a gambit because then it'll make people less likely to execute Juan.
It
I-
certainly is a gambit.
I don't think it would succeed. Whether that the thought process is there, I don't know, but I don't think that would be successful in this town.
I
Also,
truly
you
believe.
get-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I did get both Mathblade and Fredo in the Noble Pings that I just got last night, so that would imply that unless specifically Johnny Ace is evil, they're on opposite team.
I think like
And
at
the
this
only
point,
way that could be is if there's actually a mutant or damsel in play.
if somebody's a mutant, they should just out it right now to solve this because we can afford one
execution.
good execution.
That's an execution.
Yeah, we can afford it.
That's
What are they for?
assuming Mark is evil.
Which
If you're
Mark
evil,
has
you
to be
have
evil
to
at this
make
point.
execution on Mark.
Mark has to
Mark
be evil.
Good.
No, I think you're
If
evil
Mark
one. You're the
has
one.
to be evil.
We'll move on
If
to the
Mark is
nomination
evil,
phase.
I'm gonna say
Eric
this:
the
if
clock
no,
makes
if no,
someone makes Eric is
if no mutant is willing to come out and take a good execution, I am going to nominate a virgin and take a good execution. So if somebody's a mutant, please tell it right now.
I'm the plague doctor. So there can't be a mutant if Steve is the ogre. You don't need to kill yourself to prove that there's a mutant. I am the
Yeah.
plague doctor.
And Steve
You
is
got correct information
Steve is
based on
confirmed
the
ogre.
savant info. Based on the savant info, right? A plague doctor's in play. Hello. The artist got incorrect info, which means your info is correct if you are the artist.
Which also
And if he's
means
evil-
my
if he's
info
evil, he's
is
not,
not.
right?
Which also means my info. Sorry, Eric, is the wording the artist got wrong information, correct?
Got incorrect info.
Which means
It
my
would have been
information
your
cannot be
second question.
correct, but it cannot be tainted even by demon misregistration.
Correct.
So there could be. Could there be?
Assuming the savant is assuming Eric is the savant, Eric is not poisoned, and you are the artist, and I am the plague
Correct.
doctor, which I know I am.
Which I am tempted to believe, Eric,
your
because
artist information is correct. So it'd be great if we heard your
Yes.
artist information.
yeah, I'll put it out there unless Denny wanted to say something before that.
Yeah,
Could
let's
it be
move around.
One Eric. Could it be one Eric Johnny Ace?
Okay. My artist info is I first asked, is the demon between JR and neutral Steve? And I got a yes, clockwise. And then I asked, is either JR or Mathblade the demon? And I got a no. So in my world,
How'd you-
Rocco,
how'd you
Fredo,
ask two
or Johnny
questions?
is. Because I'm an artist that has to be killed so I can be time loop back to have a second artist question. That's the entire plan with Fredo.
I think the worry is the
Okay.
edges. Did you cut further?
If that okay, but if it's not,
Yeah.
if it's
The-
one of me, Rocco, or
Or
Fredo,
Fredo. And
you would be in a clock 3 with Rocco. JR would be in a clock 3 with Fredo, and Matt
Second
would be
call
in a
for
clock 3
nominations,
with me.
guys.
Juan nominates
So that doesn't make sense.
Rocco.
One nominates Rocco. Tell us more.
I don't buy anymore the clock 3, so I'm beginning to believe JR is actually a minion. I think we should definitely put Rock on the block. If we don't believe that, I'm willing to nominate a virgin and kill myself so that you can actually believe my information. The Eric Savant information suggests that even if the demon registration had happened on me, I did not get incorrect info, so it did not happen on me. Fredo, I have to believe is good because otherwise Fredo would have not sorted me to kill me to get me 2 artist questions. If I literally went to Fredo and said, I'm the artist, I think we can do this with your power and my power to get 2 artist questions. If Fredo was evil, he would have not done that. And I had to beg multiple times during the first day to get that to happen. So I truly believe Fredo is good. Johnny Ace is outsider confirmed. The only person that could be the demon in my world would be Rocco, and I don't believe there's any other information proving Rocco. So Rocco has to be the demon in my world.
I do want to say one thing real quick.
Let me have my defense, Dana, please.
Yeah, let's let Rocco defend first.
Juan said a lot of words and didn't mean anything he said, because if you're going to nominate a virgin, don't nominate me.
Yep.
You can't nominate a virgin.
You lost your chance.
So, like, where's your, there? You have no accusation there. So I'm going to be nominating you after this, because I think you're evil. So
yeah, go for it.
You can run this if you want. Go for it.
Nina, did you have pertinent?
I was just going to say, I witnessed a conversation just in the background of Juan begging Fredo something, like it was comical, but that was all I was going to say. But, yeah.
All right. 5 is the number to put Rocco on the block.
I do have a Rocco BI good. If for what
I'm
that's worth.
confused with the dichotomy of, because the other thing is Juan is the only player that's known that I'm the overseer for like days on end now.
One's not enough.
We don't know what parasite poison is, and if Juan has known it's me and Juan is evil, then I could have been parasite poison for 4 days.
Ash?
3 days.
So, I think this will be the nomination that's made next. So relevant for me to bring this up now. If we're going off this font information, and I believe this was your day one, so we know it can't have been influenced by parasite poisoning. Either one of my neighbors has to be evil, or one of Eric's neighbors has to be evil. So either Mark is an evil player and we still have a good execution remaining, or Mark was a good player and we know one is evil and therefore we're safe to execute one. If we believe Eric is the savant, then that is a safe thing to do. If we don't, obviously, then ignore that. There you go.
It is also possible because Eric gets his savant information during the day. With Steve picking 1, Eric is next to 1 evil player, and you are next to 2.
I guess that's the question. That question would then be, what's the wording?
It was exactly 1. Yeah.
Rocco?
Okay, so I could be next to you.
I would like to nominate Juan, please.
Rocco nominates 1. Tell us more.
Everything I said in my defense. That was actually an accusation in disguise.
Uno reverse. Juan?
Yeah, I messed up. I forgot that I could not nominate Ash if I'm nominating Rocco. But the evil Steve timer was pressing in my head. So please vote for me.
5 is the number.
Mark didn't want to nominate Ash. Juan didn't want to nominate Ash. Evil Steve hasn't nominated Ash yet.
Yeah, Evil Steve, why haven't you nominated him? Come on. You're losing your hands.
7 is enough. Unless Nina would like to overturn it. Juan's on the block. No loopholes here. JR?
I think that while we have time today, we should discuss, because we're all going to have to vote on who we think is likely good. I'm also maybe thinking Ash is probably good, and I could vote for Ash.
I agree.
Eric is probably one of the safest ones.
Yes, but Ash hates even nominating, having Ash choose you.
Oh, let's put it all on Ash.
Really upsetting.
I don't want that.
I can't get beyond the fact.
Also, I'm outsider confirmed.
I can't get beyond the fact that if my clock theory is correct and Mark is evil, then the savant information could be not true. I'm leaning toward that it is that Eric is the savant, but I feel like there's less. For me, I feel like of all the players in the circle, I'm leaning that Ash is most likely good.
Mathblade?
I would argue that Eric is probably the most confirmed player on the board. The reason I would suggest that is because if you assume that Mark to Eric is the clock 3, then Ninja Nina Shugenja information is wrong, and there's no way for it to be wrong, because Ninja Steve would have to be parasite poisoned. So unless you're a minion, then Eric has to be the savant in every world I can build. So I would suggest giving it to Eric if nobody has any better.
That's
my last call for nominations. Johnny Ace?
I will just say I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's campaigned. I am confirmed by outsider count, but yeah, Eric works really well. And nobody knew I was Plague Doctor, so it would be a weird thing to make up. Yeah.
Eighth on the marionette, I think we should vote for Denny.
Yes! The power!
Bringing this day to a close in 3.
What, do you not think I could possibly be demon,
2,
Mark? What?
1. Juan has been executed and died. And I was really hoping we were going to at least get to do a silly little vote, but you guys had to go and do this and not take us to the final. No, just kidding. We're going to sleep. We're voting, people. We're voting.
Not
cool.
You don't really have to do this.
Oh, how? It's built into my DNA. So here's the thing. I'm going to send every single live player a card that says to make a choice with the symbol of the Grim Fabled. You are allowed to pick any live player.
So no JFKing this. Okay.
Wait, are we doing? I missed it. Are we doing?
If you vote for a dead player, it is technically legal. If you can elect a dead player president, but they won't have any power tomorrow. So.
Which I guess could
Are we
theoretically
doing
be
this
good or bad, depending on how.
in a whisper?
We're doing this through cards.
Yeah.
Is what
we'll
Evil
see
Steve just
cards.
said.
Okay, I missed it. I got distracted for half a second.
You're all getting a card. It says make a choice. Send me the player you'd like to elect. All right. Let's see.
I get distracted for 5 seconds.
Math played. Eric.
And then I come back.
Rocco.
Who's our poison
Eric.
player? If we have
Johnny
I'm telling you
Ace.
right now, I'm
Eric.
choosing by who I think would be most annoying.
Eric. Ash.
Screw you.
Nina. Eric.
JR could be our
Fredo,
poison player,
Nina.
but honestly, if
if you're dead, you can't vote.
I would have poisoned Ash.
JR,
because I don't want a good
Ash.
player to get
I don't think that makes sense because the Virgin does confirm a good player, but
I'm pretty sure Eric won. Let's
how
just
are
say
they gonna do that? And B,
one,
that does waste an
True. It
execution.
does do an execution.
three,
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
That's
that.
why I
Four.
didn't expect to be Parasite Poison this entire game.
5,
But I did kinda
6.
have to be
Eric.
out
That's
about
that's a plurality.
There
Eric
was only
definitely
discussed
won.
it, and
Eric is president
there was
tomorrow.
that execution was going to happen regardless because we always talked about like.
Oh, that means we get to give him some
block,
spawn information
then
that
you
can
nominate the Virgin.
help.
So it not happen. Excuse me.
Hey there, JR. Well, what's your strategy on this last? I saw your message. You were like, you wanted it to be like Rocco's not getting the votes.
Yeah, Rocco's not getting votes. I love Ash so much. I think Eric has some very pointed information that I don't know about exactly. That's going to lead him to Rocco a little bit better. Whereas Ash, I think, is somebody people think is good and could vote for, but doesn't get any information herself. So is more likely to take like a wild shot, I think. So, and I know Fredo's going to do it. I'm hoping I signaled to Rocco and Mark to throw it on Ash also, and hopefully we can get up to like 5 or 6 maybe.
Okay. Fair.
I have no idea what to do. I don't want to confirm I don't want to confirm the village idiot information, but I also kind of want to give Eric poisoned information tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Although I'm now realizing that if I move it and Mathblade dies, that basically indicates to the town that specifically Denny or Eric has poisoned information anyway. And so I think we may as well leave it ambiguous.
Yeah, I do find the choice here very interesting as a Parasite, like because it moving it can be good, but leaving it makes people paranoid. You know what I mean?
I think Eric's information is trusted, and I think Eric's information is too trusted at this point. Like, I don't think people can find ways that it can be incorrect. Mm-hmm. And I think that all moving it would do is just basically confirm that Denny's information is sober. And so I'm going to leave it on Mathblade.
Okay, we're going to leave it on Mathblade. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks. Hopefully I get executed.
We'll see. Then we'll say make a choice. And we'll do Village Idiot, and we'll do that for Denny Boy as well. Denny gets JR. I'm gonna pause, like I got a hem and haw. Oh, what do I tell the poison village idiot? What do I do here? Yeah, we'll go evil. Hey, Denny boy.
Wait a minute. I don't understand what this evil word is.
You wanted an evil, you got it.
I got an evil player, maybe.
Evil on JR.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm sober or not. I don't know. I think Juan is evil, which makes Matt's information seem good. And there has to be 2 VIs, I think, with Savant information, and I can't be sober and Matt be evil, I don't think. So, I don't know. All
right. Good luck. I love your thought process. By the way, I closed out the prediction. Good president was elected. I paid that out. Now we're doing who wins, good or evil. They both pick JR. I kind of got to back up his world, right? Just tell Mathblade that JR is evil. It backs up his world. But oh my god, it's best for evil. Hey, Mathblade.
Hello.
More evil pings for you. Grrr. JR is evil.
I'm hoping the president executes JR tomorrow. I'll make a pitch for it. Thanks,
Perfect.
Evil Steve.
Thanks, Mathblade. Yeah, evil. It's like I kind of try to balance like how do the VI solve for their own information, but at this point we have a parasite in play, and I need to help evil just because of that. Sweet. All right. We'll announce the president-elect, Eric. I'll see what he wants to do.
He's got to pick a player.
President.
Good morning, players, and welcome to the last day of a Leviathan game. The polls have closed. We were up counting, recounting, triple counting, and we now are proud to announce that with the majority of votes, we now welcome the first president of Ravenswood Bluff, President Eric.
Yay!
Yay!
So Eric, you do have the power today. There will be no regular nomination phase. Eric will choose who's executed, and that's how the game will end.
So Nina can't do anything about Eric's pick?
Yep, it's all going to hang on my pick.
That tracks Denny boy.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that the game's not already over, I think we're good, guys. I think we elected a good president.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
I think we're good.
I think.
What do I do for the savant information? Right, he's healthy, right? Yeah, I think we need information to help Eric make the choice, right? So I can say that no evils neighbor each other, or what? Or there's a hidden mutant, or there's a mutant in play. Maybe I do that.
Who is the other minion? If JR is the demon, who is the other minion?
It can be Fredo or Mark. Either world works.
It can't be Mark if it's one based on the savant information.
Yep.
The savant
It cannot be
information would
both
have
Mark.
one evil next to the savant and 2 evils next to the virgin.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it?
How would it have? How would it have 2 evils next to the virgin?
Juan, if I'm the very
No. How would I thought it was exactly? I thought either the savant or the virgin.
All right.
this
Eric
case,
just picked it,
Eric
so.
is neighboring Steve, who would theoretically be
President Eric. It's an honor to be in your presence, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. My fifth night, fourth of poisoned information. Let's go.
Okay. So I should have written this down. I talked it out and then I didn't write it down. Give me a second to recollect what it was. Chat, we talked about this and I didn't write it. Why didn't I write it this time? I said I'll remember.
Yeah. I was going to talk to each person.
It was so good. It was so good. Yeah. I thought it was interesting that you would get Savant information.
Yeah, tell you what, come back to me then.
No. We'll figure it out together. So
I just want to get a chance to talk to everybody.
Either there is a hidden mutant in play,
Oh, jeez.
or no evils neighbor each other.
Okay, one of those is true. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Killed. Either way, right? I don't want to
One's
guarantee
just-
if I'm
one's
good or
just
if I'm the
evil, man.
marionette.
I think he's the marionette.
I think Mark is evil. I don't see worlds where Mark is not. I think this is the
I can
council.
see a world where Mark and Juan are evil, and so are you, JR.
I think that these three are picking it for better or for worse.
Well, in the end, it's going to be Eric's decision.
Yeah.
I'm just working on
judgment.
No, I'm just asking if you had a strong feeling.
I don't. I know Rocco is a good game solver.
Yeah, there's an argument out that you are a boffin virgin. With the boffin.
I feel like I would have
The deal.
tried to keep that. Maybe
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I don't know. I
So who
understand
do you-
why.
so
I
who-
understand
who-
why. That's entirely valid.
Okay, who are you leaning towards?
I don't have
All right,
much of an
fair
opinion, which
enough.
is why I didn't want to get it.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Yep.
You were
the
artist. The artist. I believe you,
You're right.
Juan.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's fine.
Hi.
Who do you think I should nominate?
I am.
Sorry, I muted myself.
Right
Chat,
now,
start thinking about
I think
MVPs.
Leaning.
I know this last day will influence it,
Fredo,
but think
and
about
I
it.
think based on my information, that would make the evil team Fredo, Juan, Mark, and neutral Steve evil picking.
All right.
Juan the evil. Yeah.
Wait, I'm going to talk to everybody. So thanks.
Right, so we
Okay,
don't know.
Mark,
We
now
we
I
don't have,
know that you're
Yes, Mark,
definitely
I'm the
evil.
damsel.
Oh, there's not time.
I mean, there's always time for the president.
There's always time for me. Okay.
Eric, you
Can we let an Elsie here guess happen first?
That would be great.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah, and I will out my day 5 information too.
All right, if you'd like to also hear guess, hands up. I don't think that's what your hands up, neutral Steve, but I'll still call on you.
That's not the reason my hand is up. The reason my hand is up is just because whatever you think of Juan, I'm playing for the good team because that's what I believe I am. So I've put my information in the chat. Whether I lose or not, I don't care. But like I said, right now, based on the information that's come out, I'm believing Juan's artist question. I'm believing Eric's savant information. And I'm believing the village idiots that have come out. In my world, I'm seeing Mark, JR, and either Rocco or Fredo as the evil team. That's just the information that I've gleaned from my conversation.
Rocco?
Eric Formick discussed this. It has your information something to do about me.
Yeah. My I learned that either there is a hidden mutant or no evils neighbor each other.
Okay, so no marionette.
I got a
Okay,
shift
so
zero. I think
they
that's
are. Or it could be Mark and JR.
I said I got a shift zero last night.
Mark,
Rocco or
JR,
Fre- well,
Rocco
whatever.
will
Let's
make a
let
lot of
Rocco do
sense.
his thing.
Can I guess Fredo, Demon, JR, Marcus, Minions, please?
Can you say that real quick one more time?
Evening.
Hang on one second. I got a text to speech from my ear. 1 second. Good evening to you too, Coalfire Surge. Okay, now you go, Rocco.
JR, Mark, Minions, Fredo, Demon.
JR, Mark, Minions, Fredo, Demon. Heard.
So that would clear up the Mark, JR, Fredo world. Johnny Ace, Mark
If I'm
JR
sober.
cannot be correct.
Oh my
That could still be Mark JR Rocco.
Rocco has
not
been unusually quiet this game, and I haven't heard a lot of trying to solve for Rocco, which is just unusual.
Juan, if you were
Rocco's been
nominating,
salty
who would you
with her.
nominate?
Sorry, what?
Juan, if you were nominating, who would you nominate?
If I was the president, I would kill Rocco. That's what I did yesterday. I fully messed up because in my mind, stupidly, I was saying, okay, I'm gonna nominate Rocco. We'll put Rocco on the block. If we don't put Rocco on the block, I'll turn around and nominate Ash and get myself killed. And then I was like, no, that's not how. That's not. How
that was
I truly believe. Yeah, that was me being stupid as hell.
I think
but in my
that was
defense, it's almost
cool.
midnight my time.
I would like to say, since this last day is a little different, instead of doing the like, raise your hand to accuse or whatever, if you have information you'd like to feed to our president before he makes his informed decision, then feel free to raise your hand. I will call on you. I'll go around the circle once, and then Eric's got a decision to make. Mathblade, the floor is yours.
I'd implore you to choose JR. There's 2 VIs with a evil on JR. I think that's the simplest world there is to where there's a demon, but that's where I would go if I was you.
Neutral Steve from Beyond the Grave, a video message, and you're muted.
No, I pushed that button. I was just going to say the last day Savant information doesn't work with JR if we believe Juan is good. I'm sorry, is evil. Which is why I would implore the president to look towards the direction Juan was saying. Again, as your Uga ogre, I am backing Juan 100%.
JR, you have the floor.
I just need to say it's not me. I know Mathlete. I know I have 2 VI evils on me, which makes me think one of the VIs is evil. Has to be, because there's no way that makes sense otherwise. Like, and we still, somebody's information is poisoned still. So, and I don't feel like we're solving for that right now, which is also part of why I feel concerned by that information coming out.
Not if Mark is the parasite.
I do agree
Juan?
that 2.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, anybody.
No, I just agree that 2 VI evils is strange, but you know.
Juan?
I want to reiterate that if there were only 2 village leaders, which seems is the case based on the Savannah info, and one of them obviously will be drunk. As a storyteller, I can totally see how you would use the drunk to tell them a no on the demon, and the sober one use the demon misregistration from Legacy Games to also say a no. So saying 2 yeses on JR makes me believe JR is just a minion. I don't know if there's been any VI reads on Rocco, but
I have a GI good on me from Danny.
And if that has happened after day 2 when there was a demon registration already used, which I don't believe had been used at that point, that could be the demon misregistration. If it happened before day 2, then who knows?
Did anyone check Fredo?
I got Fredo is good on day 2 before Eric got his information that the
So that could be the misregistration.
Well, but there is no misregistration because there are 2 VIs in theory.
Shoot me.
Correct. So we're saying that
that was
should
the
have happened
side of that one.
after.
Okay.
Who's the parasite?
Probably Juan.
Who's got the No, but I mean, who's got the parasite on them right now? Who's parasite poisoned?
We don't.
Who's getting bad info?
Maybe it's me.
All right.
I
I think Mathblade, you have had the floor once already on this discussion. Is that correct? I am going to move to bring this game to a close. You can still talk, but like the official phase for talking is over. And Eric, I'm going to need a choice from you. I am sorry that the laws are very strict. So it's going to be. I'm going to give you a timer just for you, Eric. 1 minute.
Okay. Nita, do you want to switch to your second choice?
I don't know. The fact that we had 2 VI pings on JR make me. It's weird. It's weird.
Yep.
Do we think Eric's last? Yeah, Eric's last day. If Eric's poisoned right now or not? What was your last day?
Not right now.
Okay.
Hidden
made it.
mutants
Go
or no evil neighbors. Jesus. All right.
And
Because
that would
right
work
now
with
I've
your
got
set
going
pieces.
through town. I've got 2 people saying one thing, 2 people saying another, and 1 person who said both
I
make
think
sense.
it's Rocco or Fredo.
I'm
Yeah,
leaning towards
no.
not JR.
All right.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards JR.
Go for it, Eric. We believe in you.
I know it's between JR and Rocco at this point. Between everyone I've spoken with.
All right, the press conference is here. We have everyone assembled. Eric, please take the podium. Tell us your choice.
My choice. Let's see, one last thing here. All right. My choice is I nominate Rocco.
Eric chooses for Rocco to be executed. Rocco is dragged away, put into the guillotine. His head comes off, and he dies. And our game is over. Just like that. How does power feel, Eric?
I wish it was Ash.
I'm glad it wasn't me.
Well, we did say the people that want the power shouldn't have it, but maybe that is, or should have it, and that's true because the game is over.
Way to go, Eric.
Oh my god.
And the good team has won because Rocco was indeed your Leviathan. Very, very tense choice there. Good job, Eric. Yeah, I mean, let's just start with... Everyone's been pretty openly with what they are. I do gotta say, there has to be some special achievement unlocked for Ash ending a game as an unprocced virgin. How often does that happen? Not very. But on this script, I guess it was kind of inevitable that it might not happen. That does indeed make Neutral Steve your good ogre, Johnny Ace your plague doctor, and Juan was your artist, who did in fact get 2 artist questions, both of which were sober and correct. It was a really good use of your ability to rewind in time. Mark, of course, was evil. Mark was your wraith, who helped Evil to coordinate quite a bit and see a lot of the information that was flowing through town to help narrow down who was who. The one thing that the wraith couldn't divine is who the artist was, because they had the artist wrong. They thought it was on Johnny Ace, but it actually was on Juan. The only other evil sitting in this circle is JR, your Parasite, who started the game by Parasite porting Neutral Steve and then moved it to one of the village idiots. That would be Mathblade, your village idiot, who also happens to be the drunk village idiot anyways. Therefore, the Parasite layered with the drunk pings, making it not really too effective. But Evil was afraid to move it. They were really trying to move it to Fredo before a Slayer shot, but Fredo surprised everyone with shooting earlier than expected. And so they decided to leave it on Mathblade, which means Denny Boy, your village idiot information was all sober and healthy. All the goods except the one time we had to use the demon misregistration when you picked Rocco. That was the one use in the game of it. It didn't happen earlier with Juan, because Juan at first narrowed the Grim in half, and then I kept it in my pocket and said, if he narrows it down to like the demon and asks the question, is the demon, I can misregister and say no. Unfortunately, Juan picked 2 people that were not the demon, and so I couldn't use the misregistration for the second question. So I had it in my back pocket, and then when you pick the demon, it was really the last chance to use it. It was just kind of the nature of the misregistration. But you guys got there anyways. Shigenja pointing towards Mark. Fredo was a Slayer who both Fredo killed and Slayer shot Juan, who survived both of them somehow. Congratulations, Juan, with your time loop. And that leaves Eric, your sober and healthy savant, who got 1 true statement and 1 false statement the entire game.
Man, Fredo really had it out for Juan this game.
Fredo really had it out for Juan.
Oh my god. Got
Like,
so
getting to the
unlucky.
point of a
with
little
the
bit
pick.
blue.
So bad. Ugh.
Eric,
Good job,
I know
Eric.
you were really nervous about that last call. The pressure was on, but you came through. The vote, by the way, shook out 6 for Eric, 2 for Ash, and 1 for Nina. That was the final vote tally for president. So Eric took it in a landslide.
Wait,
I voted for you, Ash.
Rocco didn't get 3 votes from the 2 minions and
No.
himself?
The
1
voters
minion was
don't
dead.
have
Yeah, Dead didn't vote. I didn't get a vote.
Okay.
And JR tried to vote for Ash, I think, because was more afraid of more trying to shift it off the leading candidate rather than, is that what it was? I forget how it went, JR.
Yeah, I knew Eric had 5 days of Savant info, and Ash was, I think, someone I could try and get Town to vote for that had no info. And so I was like, that feels like a better bet for us.
I'm going to go square away MVP vote with Twitch chat real quick. Hang tight so I can see who's getting the power for tonight. We'll be right back. All right. I need names. I mean, obviously Eric's going to be on there. Do we even need to run a vote, or is it just Eric? The real candidates here. Juan's already off. Juan isn't candidate, right? So it becomes Eric, Denny Boy, and Mathblade both played. Fredo contributed. Johnny Ace stayed cool under pressure. Neutral Steve got there with his ability. Is there anyone that has a name other than Eric? Yeah, we should just make Eric the president from now on, right? No matter what role he has, he should have a president power. Motaro says Ash. Yeah, I'm trying to, Eric. Cyblade says Eric's MVP should be president related, so they're already, Cyblade's already assuming Eric's going to win it. Sarah Sweeney over on YouTube is saying Eric. Thank you, Sarah. Nina already sort of has a judge ability, right? Eric, Nina has the ability to lift someone with a judge. 2 votes 1 time. I wonder if there's a way. Yeah, we could probably rig up something to give him 2 votes. I don't know if we can do the Banshee thing because that's coded to a character, but I can make his votes count double no matter what team he's on. Ooh, just get 1 day of Savant information? That's really awesome. Eric breaks any tie. In the case of a tie, Eric decides. We don't have to figure out his actual ability. We have time. We have a month to figure out the actual ability, and we'd like to talk about this stuff, especially in our subscribers chat on our Discord. But I think it's Eric. Okay.
Likely going to be the leader. I figured the misreg would go on Eric rather than the VIs, but
yeah, I was also trying to keep me one Mark World.
I just gotta say, the viewers have spoken. I was trying to gather names so we could run a vote, but there was no need necessary because everyone's in a basically 99% unanimous decision that Eric is the MVP of this game, winning the president and making the call right, and doing all the Savant. So we are brainstorming a lot of ideas. Some of them are president related, some of them are Savant related, but we have some time to figure it out. So Eric, you are going to win MVP for this game. Congratulations, and you'll get a power for the rest of Legacy. Everyone, some of the pitches are you get once per game, you just get Savant information on the fly, you just get Savant information, which is cool, right? One of them is as the president, if there's ever a tie, your vote breaks ties, which gives you a little bit of power. One of them is that you just get your vote power is more, so you just get 2 votes all the time or something like that.
Can Ash be my vice president? So if I abdicate.
You can only abdicate from a royal position. You would have to resign.
I would have to resign to nationalize that ability.
You can't abdicate. That's for royal.
Hey, look, if you're not playing in the last game of the year and I am, resign.
I do think that also the side quest goes to good for electing a good president. So the good side quest was completed. I had some brainstorms. I mean, I feel like whatever it is, I feel like we're probably adding a president role to the game. If Eric's personal ability becomes president related, then we'll pivot that to something else. But I do think some sort of presidential role makes sense to go into the bag. And I think it's the kind of thing that is probably a publicly announced role so everyone knows who the president is and you're good. But I don't know how to balance that yet. So if you got ideas, chat, or players, let me know in the subscriber chat on our Discord.
I did like that idea about the Zavon information, although to fall in line with the power of some of the others, it could be that Eric's ability is he gets 2 true statements.
Now you're getting spicy there, Steve.
That's good if you're good or evil, because getting 2 true statements is also quite useful.
I put my faith in our constituents here. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Danny boy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time that Good knew of the evil side quest before the game started.
Yes.
Is that
Me.
true?
Oh yeah.
I believe so.
I think it was
that's
going to be
interesting.
pretty obvious regardless.
I don't necessarily. There's plenty of ways for people to mind.
I think we had it also. Didn't we have it last?
I think
No,
last month
no.
you kind of knew what it was, right? It was like
We knew
actually the
the
demon
good
before a
side
certain
quest.
number of
We
leagues.
didn't know the evil side quest.
Was
I think
there
we
not-
did.
No, you, Steve. You
Steve?
said that the evil team knows what their side quest is.
I said that on day 1, but I thought I announced it on day
Oh.
2. Maybe not.
Steve, in the one where Jeffy, Nina, and I all knew one of us was evil,
Right?
the one with the also here guest at the end, did we not both know each other's side
The
quest?
side quest? I don't even remember off the top of my head what the side quests were.
I just edited that one, and I have absolutely no idea.
But it is rare for Good to know evil side quests. That is true.
For those of you who have, and this goes to chat too, especially the chat, if you have ideas for what these abilities could be, like Evil Steve said in our subscriber chat, that's at thegrim.gg. Don't forget that. Check us out there. Gotta get a plug in, make it nice. Yeah. Also, awesome job, Eric. That was really great.
Yeah.
This was a really fun one.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed this.
Mathley, do we have awesome pings tonight? We do. That means
Yes, we do.
we have some games starting right now. Like if you watch Clocktower, if you're like, oh, these legacy games are kind of weird, and I just want to play some regular Clocktower, great. We're running some games right now on our server. You can go to our Discord. That's join.thegrim.gg. We're going to be posting that lobby very soon. You can come play with people from our server. People from this game might be jumping in. Actually, I think I'm going to try to jump in for at least one of the games tonight. I think I can make it. So you want to play with us? Play with me? Come play. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be running around that right now. Shout outs again. I missed Coldfire Surge with the resub. Thank you for that. Thank you for Satan herself and SCT with the raids tonight. You guys are awesome. Thanks everyone who donated subs, Alan Michael and Rock and Rolla. You guys are great. Thanks to my players for coming and doing Legacy. We do this once a month. So this was the July. We'll be setting up another game coming in August and continue the story and see where it goes from here. Like Good is just killing these Legacy things, man. I'll tell you, like Good is doing good. This one I think was closer,
Yeah.
but it was definitely a good pull it out in the end. So I'm gonna see if there's anyone left to raid. Thank you everyone in chat. We're gonna go. I will say we're planning something kind of crazy next week. I don't know if it's gonna happen for sure, but the plan is next Sunday we're hosting a very special closing ceremony for the World Cup, I guess. If you saw, the Ballad of Seat 7 did win the World Cup. That was a lot of fun. Congratulations to Trash Warlock for winning that one. But Sunday, we are doing the dumbest and craziest thing ever attempted in Clocktower. You've heard of Fish Bucket. You've heard of Whale Bucket. You've heard of Whale Buffet. Have you heard of Gin Bucket? That's right. We're putting all 16 World Cup scripts into one experience and running them all live on stream. And the plan is to do it this Sunday at noon Pacific time. We're still finalizing the roster. And hopefully we get enough of the World Cup authors to come participate. We want to get them involved. So if the schedules all line up, it'll be happening on Sunday. We got some surprises in store, so keep your eye open for that one. Yeah, live from the Grim GG. It's Whale. What the fuck? Thank you, Apollo. That is 100% the vibe that you're going to see there.
How
This
do
is
those
terrible.
worlds work together, Steve? That just seems like unrunnable.
Chaos.
The death thing? So
Chaos.
one day more.
Mark, it's
It's
chaos.
chaos.
It's chaos. It was in a
Mark,
Not
run
meant
of
to be balanced.
Accept the chaos. Accept the chaos.
You don't have any of
I
your
just
ability
think
until you
that's-
die, and then when you get your ability, the information's delayed. Once there's also 2 demons running around. One is a little monster, and one is, I forget what the other demon actually is. The Al-Hadikia, right? Because then there's the Show Me Wonders. So you all got to make your Al-Hadikia picks at the start of the night. There's also the stowed away things are in play. If there's a wizard in play, which there's only witches and wizards on the minion list. If the wizard's in play, then there's someone in play that knows the wizard's in play and can guess their wish. But again, that information is delayed both learning that there's a wizard in play and making the response from their guests is delayed by 1 day as well. There's an outsider that's actually an amnesiac that's actually an outsider in play. There's the train killer list where the kill order for the little monster is predefined. God, I'm sure there's some more World Cup scripts I'm missing.
We get to bid on ability.
Oh, buyer's remorse. Everyone's bidding every day on some ability. That's true.
And a wizard.
And seat 7 is
And
there.
seat
7 is
And
there.
on top of all that, there's seat 7 sitting there arbitrarily voting and making decisions just to muck everything up. The winner of the World Cup. How could I forget that one?
And then Steve, also,
Yeah,
you won't know you
Battle
died,
Seat
right?
7 was my
What-
favorite.
The IC Dead people, you don't know you died.
You don't know
So
you're
don't know
dead.
you died.
Yep, until you start
So you get
using
ability?
until you start using your ability, and then you probably know you're dead.
God.
It is crazy to run.
But if you're
It
an
is-
information roll, in an information roll, it doesn't happen until the following night. If you're a nighttime roller, like it doesn't because of the 24-hour delay.
It's wild.
It's
I'll tell you that much.
wild.
It's wild.
And Steve, like Evil Steve, I give you credit for running it because God, that has to be so confusing for the storyteller.
Put the fable.
I can't take all the
you made a
credit.
mistake, at least. For your sake, you will make a mistake.
Yeah, and that's true. On night 4, you know if you're dead or not because there's the Council of the Dead.
There's the Council of the Dead that happens on night 4, which gives somebody it's an insane time. If you're wondering how does it work, come find out and watch along. It's like watching a car wreck. You're going to be driving by very slowly and you can't peel your eyes away, but it should be fun and we have some cool surprises in store. So I hope it all works out. Anyways, I'm going to find someone to raid. Go join Awesome Pings. We'll see you guys. We got a lot of Clocktower this week. There's a EU stream tomorrow. We got Dave running streams this week, possibly the World Cup thing on Sunday, and then we'll be back next Monday. And I think next Monday, what I'm thinking about doing is multiple demon night. We're gonna run 2 different scripts that both use multiple demons in interesting ways. One of them is going to be Turf Wars, that the Mark script with the 2 different demons. The other one's going to be Binary Supernovae. It's 2 different takes on 2 demons. We're going to see how it goes. It's going to be fun. So if you like demons, come back next Monday. All right, that's it. See you guys. Bye.
Bye, chat. Take your awesome pings and come join us later.